Hey, it's BGV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our Let's 100% Dark Souls 3 series, which, once again, I have to apologize for. Obviously, this series really went on the back burner for a good long time. We did, like, the majority of it, including the DLCs, and then, yeah, it just took forever to finish it for whatever reason. So we're streaming this pretty close to the last stream that we did, which was also Dark Souls 3. Streaming this actually on Father's Day, 2024. And, yeah, we're in the Ring City. We're pretty much close to the end. This might very well be the finale, depending on how much I feel like streaming today. But, yeah, we're going to attempt to get everything in the Ringed City. Beat all the bosses, which, boy, oh boy, those freaking twin princes. Yeah, people always say they have a difficult time with the twin princes, but they're talking about in the vanilla game. I always think they mean the demon princes or whatever, because those are like way harder in my opinion. But yeah, we had a really tough time with those freaking guys, but we made it through, and now we are exploring. There's this massive fetid swamp sort of thing. Would not be a Dark Souls. You know, DLC game, whatever, without a poison swamp. Although this one's not poison, you can just walk in this one, which is nice, obviously. Yeah. What the hell just hit me? But yeah, we are streaming this live at twitch.tv/Grohlvana. Current schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Although, subject to change. I don't really know. I wanted to capitalize on the post-gym energy, which is in full swing today. Streaming this after I got back from the gym, and I feel fantastic. But I noticed that doesn't happen every time. Obviously, it's not going to happen every single time. You know, I obviously want to put my best foot forward in terms of content creation. And the gym definitely helps. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's whenever I take a break for a second. Like, for instance, I usually go Friday for leg day. But I think at kickball, I, like, hurt myself because I caught the ball in the air. And then some girl, like, slid into third and tripped me. And I fell. Then my neck was super tight and my shoulders were super tight. And I do shoulders on leg day. The hell's this? Church Guardian Shiv. So yeah, you know, I waited until Sunday, because yesterday we had a barbecue. And I waited until today, and yeah, I noticed I feel really, I think the endorphins are more in effect when you take a longer break. If that makes sense. So like if I go to do leg day on Friday, for instance, and then I don't work out Saturday or Sunday, Monday, I usually feel like I feel the endorphins even more. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Oh, these young white branches are going to come in handy here, by the way, because we need to do a weird thing. But, yeah, anyways, schedule might be subject to change. I don't really know. I don't know. I kind of like during Maverick's 5 when we were waking up at 10 a.m., or when I was streaming at 10 a.m., Mountain Time. I kind of like that, but then I also like going to the gym and streaming after that too. I don't know. I would like to just, you know, stream whenever I'm like feeling the best, because obviously that usually makes for the best streams. So I'll think about it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Also, 2 p.m. Mountain Time was the lowest voted on time for our recent poll, although the sample size was not huge. So who knows? White Birch Bow there. All that to say, just, you know, if you're interested, come to the stream and check out the, you type ! schedule in the chat in order to see what the current schedule is, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, welcome back to Dark Souls 3, the Ringed City DLC. 2 of 2, DLC-wise. We've got this massive Judicator up here, which is going to spawn these ghosts. I don't know what the... Can they shoot through him? They sure can. I don't know what the lore is here. I would love to know the lore. Oh my god. Like, what is the lore here? Because he summons, like... Okay, hello, can I do something? He summons, like, Jesus. He summons ghosts of, like, the the Lloyd Knights or whatever from Dark Souls 2. And then he summons, like, the Leto guy, Silver Knight Leto. And then he summons, like, a mage or something. Oh, my God. I don't really know what the lore is with these guys. It's kind of weird. I guess they're related to Half-Light, right? Because Half-Light also summons random dudes or whatever. I don't really know. Be interesting to learn the lore, though. Nice. Okay. What do you have for me, big boy? Hidden Blessing, which fully restores your FP, which we're not really using. Is there an item over there by those crickets? This is going to be a tough area to, like, get everything in. Also, we are very low, and we've got no way to heal. Yeah, are they... Can almost see an item over there. You gotta watch out for these guys. These guys do attack you, I think. Is that an item right here? What is... Oh, it's a dude in the ground. Ew. No thanks. I'm good. I don't think Prince Lorien is too bad because that fight has a certain rhythm. Yeah, I never... I mean, they're challenging, but I never had too much trouble with the... Okay, guys, I'm just gonna grab this item real quick. Thank you. Oh, cool. It's rubbish. Gotta love when that happens. Yeah, I would love to know why... This game specifically, Dark Souls 3, has a stutter. And I feel like for the longest time it ran smooth, 60 FPS. And now it has a stutter. And for a game that's like so moment-to-moment action-based, it's incredibly frustrating. I would love to know how to remove that. If anybody knows, please let me know. It's so freaking annoying. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, the Twin Princes have never been that difficult to me. But like, I've heard a lot of people have trouble with them. I have trouble with way worse stuff than that. I don't too. I'm not saying I'm good at them. I'm just saying, like, for whatever reason, that would never really gives me too much trouble. Demon Prince is Slapfest Supreme. Yeah, I mean, honestly, my heart just wasn't into it. That was a very... For anybody that's watching episode 51, this episode after episode... For anybody that's watching this, episode 51 after episode 50... Yeah, that was a weird stream, because I was just in a weird-ass headspace. And, yeah, we just kind of discussed everything, blah, blah, blah. So, my soul wasn't into it, even though I had fun with Dark Souls 3 that stream. I wanted to play Dark Souls 3. I just, like, my soul wasn't into it, so I just wasn't, like, playing well, basically. But, so I think if we were playing it today, and we fought the Demon Princes, it probably would have not walled me nearly as hard, is what I'm trying to say here. But, yeah, they were tough. Okay, did we get everything in the swamp already? Is that everything? There's that way over there with the Ring Knights, but is that... Oh, this guy over here. How dare you, fool! That item is mine. Yup. Boppity. Boppity. And boppity. Are you still alive? Holy God. Die. Jesus. Twinkling Titanite. Thank you. That might be everything in the swamp, as far as I can tell. Is that everything in the swamp? We went back there. We did all the climbing. Yeah, I might have to do some checklist stuff, but I think that is the majority, at the very least. What's up, RPazzo? Welcome in. What's up, Neku? Welcome in. Been watching and loving your Persona 4 playthrough. Hey, thank you. Yeah, for those that don't know, I've got 3 YouTube channels currently. I do want to do something Patreon exclusive, because basically I set up a Patreon tier where, like, if you were the $5 tier, you got all the secret channels, but I bit off way more than I could chew, and I was like, okay, this is never going to work. I literally do not have time to do all of these channels. Surprise, surprise. So I do want to probably set up, like, a 4th Patreon exclusive channel or something. But do something for the patrons, YouTube related. But yeah, I do have 3 current YouTube channels. The main one, Grohlvana, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, RPGs mainly. And, yeah, Geevee is the second one, which is basically just whatever I feel like, pretty much. We're currently doing a Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke number. I think it's the 3rd attempt, but it's the 2nd that's on YouTube. Because Cindy and I did some attempt, but I don't even know where that... I think that's on the main channel. Actually, if you look up Grohlvana Pokemon Emerald, I think there's still videos of that, but we kind of just stopped it at some point. But we're doing a 3rd Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke attempt, which is currently all the backlog videos are uploading, but once they catch up, then I will record new ones, which has been a heck of a lot of fun. That one's a super good series. I definitely recommend. And then, yeah, also, GV and Chill is the 3rd channel, where basically all the edited VODs from Twitch will go, as well as any longer series like Persona 3 and Persona 4. So yeah, glad you're liking Persona 3. It's a great game. I mean, honestly, Persona 3 Reload is so well done. I am really enjoying playing that, as well as Persona 4 Golden also. So thanks for watching, DM Richard. Not sure that's strange. Maybe check your install or something. Maybe there's a patch. Yeah, I should have freaking... I don't know why I didn't do that. I should have verified the integrity of game cache on Steam before I started playing today. Oh well. Yeah, there's like a stutter. I don't know. It's so frustrating because obviously if a like mid-ear or if a big boss is about to hit you with something and then that stutter happens, you're obviously going to get hit because, you know, your game literally freezes for a second. Really annoying. It just happened right there for like a frame. Super duper duper annoying.
Welcome home.
I don't know why. It's only Dark Souls 3. No other Souls board games have this problem for me.
Very well then.
Okay, so first of all,
Farewell, Ashen.
let's take a look at our scythe. What does this thing scale with again? E strength, A dex, A int, E faith. So dex and int is what we want.
Welcome host. Very then.
Dex and int. So int is 28, dex is 36. We raise dex, it goes up by 5 points of damage. That's pretty good. We raise int, it goes up by 4 points, even though int is lower.
Retreating to a darkness beyond the
Magic defense goes up, resistances go up. I guess we'll do int, because I'm assuming maybe the... Oh, we're so close to another level up. Okay, goodbye. Let's see if we could sell something, ideally. Blah. Ashen one. What can I sell? We just need a little bit of souls. Kukris. Okay. Throwing knives. Okay. What do I have that I'm never ever gonna... Oh, we have a lot of... Do these increase your health? What am I gonna never ever use? Cracked red eye orbs. Do we not have the red eye? We must have the overall red eye orb. That's not worth anything. What is actually worth? Oh, homeward bones, because we got the coiled sword fragment, which is an infinite homeward bone. Yeah. Okay, that should be fine.
Ashen 1.
Yeah.
Welcome. Very then.
Okay, just enough. So let's go int. Raises our damage by 4. Dex also raises it by 4. Cool.
Farewell, Ashen 1.
Goodbye. Also, let's try to learn spells, although we would need a catalyst, right? In Dark Souls 3, you need a catalyst. Yeah, Dark Souls 3, you need a catalyst to cast sorceries. Okay, back to the Ringed City streets, and we gotta do the really weird thing. But I don't remember exactly how that works. It's like a weird thing you gotta do. Do you have a Dark Soul GV? Do I have a Dark Soul? I thought I did for a long time. I dated somebody that convinced me that, like, I was... I dated somebody that convinced me that I had something going on, and then I brought that up in therapy, and like after a bunch of sessions they were like, no, that's not true, you just, which obviously you could say, you know, the therapist is just there to make you feel better or whatever, but based on the conversation I think it was genuine. But yeah, I dated someone that made me think at one point that you you know, something was off with me. And then after discussing it with a therapist and after doing a lot of self-reflection, I totally do not think that. So that'd probably be the closest thing to your question. Zoopity, boopity, 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 zoopity. Okay, I thought I saw an item, but that's not an item. That's just one of those cricket's heads. Also, speaking of heads, I want to switch off this helmet to something cooler. There's got to be something cool that we have in here. Ragged mask. What does our face look like? Not nearly as cool as my Elden Ring character, who looks sick as hell. Yeah, he looks kind of cool, but he's hollowed, which I don't like. So probably want to cover that up. Bum, bum. Hood of Prayer, Aristocrat's Mask. Oh, that's kind of... Ooh. Ooh. It's a little extra. It's a little extra. Kind of dig it, though. You got the robes and the hood going on. Okay, so... Good little tip is whenever you switch to something else, you want to check the info to see if it does anything. Some clothing does stuff, usually. Blah, blah, blah. Looks like this one does not. And then also I'm going to check for the robes. Looks like no. Okay. Alright, so how does this work? Yeah, so there's like a weird door over here. See, it just stopped right there. I don't know if that came through, but like the game just stops. It's like so annoying. God. Is it here? There's like a weird ass door very close to right here. It might be past this room though. Is it in that room? I feel like I would have known because we got Silver Knight statues there, and then we've got Primordial Serpent statues there. But I feel like one of them is supposed to have a weird look. Or is it just supposed to be this one because it's in the middle? No, I feel like I would have known, right? Yeah, there's supposed to be something that goes, oh, that's where I do the thing, basically. Yeah, so I feel like it's past this room. And I'm probably thinking it's this room because that room connects with this. So anyways, let's progress and then we'll see. We'll come back here. I just don't want to, obviously, miss anything. Alright, so let's go to the right. Hopefully we got all the stuff. I think we did. We talked to Shira. We got the quest to take down Midar. And then we did all this stuff out here, I think. So we should be good to go. I had a similar thing. My ex constantly suggested I was mentally off. She'd do things like tell restaurant staff I was mentally disabled so we get better seats when really I'm just stupid. Wow. What the hell? Yeah, to be clear, I have a lot of respect for this person, and they are a very good person. However, based on how the relationship went, I think they were very hurt, and I think, you know, I think you hear it from a lot of ex-girlfriends, and I'm sure ex-boyfriends as well, that, like, oh, this person was this person was that, this person had this going on mentally, this person had that going mentally. I think it's kind of easy to fall into that because it, in retrospect, makes a lot of the relationship, like, justified on their side of things. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it messed me up for a while. Ring Knight Straight Sword. For a while there, I was like, oh my god, am I this person? Am I just, like, do I just deserve to not exist? 'Cause if I can only, like, you know, put this idea out into the world. But again, upon bringing that up with a therapist and upon
she lived in
self-reflection
of the dark,
I have come to the conclusion
of the things that
no.
gnawed at her flesh, and yet the abyss hath yet to produce any such creature. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
Okay. Cool, we'll do.
And so, despite his weighty armor, he lived in fear of a delicate thing, little more than a girl. Where fire resideth, shadows twist and shrivel, but in the abyss there are shadows none. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
Let it begin.
And so, and yet, fear not that, and let
Who are they talking about? It sounded like Havel the Rock was the second one.
And so, we're feared.
Despite his weighty armor. I mean, that makes me think of Havel, but I really don't know. I'm definitely not the lore guy when it comes to Souls, which is tragic considering how much I love this series. I just, I think the way that the lore and stories relate is just not, I guess it's kind of like the same thing when I listen to bands. Like, I listen for the music and how it sounds as opposed to the lyrics and what they mean. Same thing with these games. Preacher's right arm, is that a weapon? That's interesting. And let the feast begin. I want to take a look at that preacher's right arm, but I don't want to aggro these dudes because they're scary. Okay. Alright, we got Ring Knight dudes. You do not want to fight these guys while these ghosts are summoned because they'll kill you, obviously. Oh, come on, dude. What, fight 15 people at once, really? Alright, we gotta dissipate this aggro. Yeah, I was also gonna check this because I don't think we ran across back here. So there might be some items waiting. I am just convinced first-time relationships usually never work out for the most part, just inevitably. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, I totally agree. The way that we met and the circumstances of our relationship, and it was my first true serious relationship on top of that, just kind of set us up for, and I made tons of mistakes. I mean, I'm not like, I was totally in the right, and just because of these circumstances, like, blah, blah, blah. It's not what I'm saying at all, but it was my first serious, true relationship, and, yeah, just the circumstances, how we met, basically, and all that sort of stuff, like, really, I just remember thinking overtly, I needed to be perfect. I needed to be the absolute perfect boyfriend, and that obviously set me up to fail, of course, because nobody is the perfect boyfriend. And yeah, just did what I thought was the correct way to do things, and made a lot of mistakes. Blah blah blah. And then yeah, so they ended up thinking that I was something that for a while I was worried that I was, and I was like, am I this? Am I? And it depressed the ever-loving hell out of me, the thought of that too, that I was like, I had nothing to offer but like bad stuff. And yeah, but self-reflected, thought about it critically, came to the conclusion that while I, of course, have a lot of areas that I can improve on, that was not the correct conclusion. But it being, yeah, that first true relationship definitely kind of messed things up in certain ways. Oh, look at you go. Yappity, zappity, boopity, boppity. Some people are fortunate to meet their perfect person in high school. Yeah, it happens. I always think about that, like, Marshall and Lily relationship from How I Met Your Mother, which is obviously a sitcom, so not reality, but, yeah, they were like, you know, they met in, like, high school or whatever, and they were, like, perfect for each other. Or whatever, but there's still that whole arc where they were, like, going to break up or going to get divorced or whatever. It's like, still, even if you meet, like, the perfect person for you in high school or super young, obviously, you know, people change, things change, whatever. It's not that easy. But yeah, I would say that's probably super rare, having a college, high school sweetheart and then actually having it, like, last until the end of time. Woo! Woo! For the longest time. Whoa. You like ice? Woo. Oh, you don't like ice, huh? Because you're a fire boy. That should have been a backstab. I don't know why that wasn't. God, I hate this stutter. I hate this stutter to the point where I genuinely might just pause this playthrough and, like, re-download it. It is... You just can't... I mean, other games, like, whatever, but in this type of game... You cannot have that happen as frequently as it happens in this. It's so annoying. How is that not a backstab? Excuse me? Whoa, for the longest time. What? You like ice? Yoop. Oh, you don't like ice. Why can I not get a freaking backstab on these guys? Holy moly. Do, 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 do. Not to be a Debbie Downer, I just think it's bound for disaster. I don't know. I mean, I would say if you meet somebody and it's your first real relationship and both of you are in a really good spot and, you know, whatever, you live life and you've had a good life thus far and you're just well adjusted and all that sort of stuff, yeah, you could probably make it work. But I would say for a lot of people, you know, you don't usually start and end with one relationship. You know, you have to kind of grow up and learn things and whatever. Which definitely was the case for me. No, 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 no! Oh, God. No! Whoop! Whoop! What is happening? I'm, like, stuck on this freaking rail. How does that even happen, bro? Come on. Literally rolling past this rail, getting perfectly stuck in it. What's up, Scarlet Anubis? One way or another, it's likely something has to F up. But you're right, many people need bad experiences to learn. Like I learned recently from my dating adventures that I need an actual relationship if I'm going to be with somebody. Can't do casual or open. Same, yeah. Was not for me. Was not for me. The serial monogamist, for sure. I'm too, like, jealous. If I'm into you, I'm into you, and I don't want you messing with other people. It's like, you know, even at the most casual I've ever been, it's just like, it doesn't work for me. I'm not somebody that enjoys sharing somebody that I'm into. What the hell? Alright, go away, Cricket. Jesus Christ. Just trying to 1v1 here. Fine, I'll just run and reset you guys if you want to be joiks. I'm going to watch episode 1 tonight, or are you going to wait? Episode 1 of what? What are you talking about? I don't know how people kid. What's up, Perry the Berry? Welcome in. How many bosses would you say you got left? How many bosses are left? There's the big boy, that's 1. There is the last boy, that's 2. There is the stupid boy, that's 3. Is that it? 3? Am I forgetting any? I think we got 3 left in this DLC. 1 is very tough. 1 should be tough but fun. And 1 is a gimmick fight, basically. Are you really going to ruin this, you cricket piece of garbage? Oh my gosh, they do not want me to get their back. Can you leave? You are really pissing me off. Get the hell out of here. This is a 1v1, bro. You like ice, huh? This guy is really annoying me. Oh my effing god, I hate this cricket. Leave me alone! Literal scum of the earth. Ruining a perfectly good 1v1. Okay, now you die. Hope it was worth it. Goodbye. Ba 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 ba. Let's go. Whoop! And... zoop! Oh my god. Whoop! Whoop! Give me your back! Thank you. Ba-ba-na-na-na. Yeah. Good. Thank you so much. Okay. Ba-na-na. Oh, how's the... oh, it's already out? It comes out tonight? I didn't know that. I thought it was coming out way later. Shoot. Yeah, probably. I watched The Boys, caught up with season 4. They released 3 episodes. Do not like The Boys. Yeah, I'll just say it. Love season 1. Did a lot of research on it, and yes, at least some people seem to agree with me, where it's like, season 1 was good and a little more, like, real, and then after that, they just really started trying to, like, be as shock value as they possibly could. And, yeah, I just don't like it anymore. I don't know. I heard a lot of people say, like, they just kind of rehash plot points each season, and I totally agree. It's like, haven't we done this? It's like I'm finding myself so distracted watching, like, so many of the characters I just don't care about. Homelander's interesting. I like all his stuff because he's obviously, you know, he's the best thing the show's has got in terms of interest. But yeah, I don't think I like that show anymore. I might watch purely just to see, because there's only one season after this. It's going to end with season 5. So I may watch just to finish it. But they make these interesting villains like Soldier Boy and Homelander. And then that's like the most interesting part of the show. They try to do all this character stuff, and I just do not care on any level. Like Huey talking with his mom. They just put his dad in a coma just to have like a coma plot line. I'm like, I don't care about any of this. I'm sorry. I find myself so bored. And then Frenchie with like... Yeah, a lot of people were like, wait, wasn't Frenchie and Kimiko like building up a whole relationship? And then they're just like, nah, he's just gay now, whatever. It's like, okay, I don't care about this. I'm sorry. On any level. I don't care about Huey and his mom. I don't care. I just don't care. So yeah, I think I'm done. But, yeah. And then there's like a... Oh my god. There's a human centipede scene that they did, and literally as soon as it came up, I was like, really? You're just trying to top the guy in the penis scene from last season? Okay. It's just like, how shocking can we possibly be? Just gets to a point of tedium. But, yeah, I will watch House of the Dragon probably tonight, because I love that show. It's very good. Love your boss descriptions. They're pretty apt, I would say, yeah. Big boy. What did I say for the last guy? Fun but tough boy. And then gimmick boy, pretty much. Okay, where does that go? Oh. Speaking of big boy, there he is. There's the big boy. The classic. The classic. Can you do stuff to me here? You cool? Okay. You're cool. What did you think of... What did you think of Elden Ring DLC? I mean, it's not out yet. What do you mean, what do I think of it? Does not exist yet. So looks just like Elden Ring, LOL, or I guess Elden Ring just looks like this. What's up? Venom, bro? Yeah. Elden Ring is, you know, I love Elden Ring. I think, as a huge Souls fan, I think they did the best they possibly could. A few nitpicks here and there, things I would change for sure, but overall, I absolutely love Elden Ring. And yeah, very, you know, most similar to probably Dark Souls 3, I would say, in terms of tone, look, feel. A little slower than like Bloodborne, although some bosses are insanely fast, but yeah, if you like Elden Ring, you probably would like Dark Souls 3. It's a little more methodical, but yeah, Elden Ring is just on a whole nother level of what they did with that game. It's crazy. But I still love Dark Souls 3, even though it's a lot more linear. FromSoft made Bloodborne, decided this is what all their games look like now. Yeah, pretty much. It's got that weird... I don't even know how to describe it. It's like certain textures and everything. It's like the cloth. It just feels FromSoft from, yeah, Bloodborne on, pretty much. Dark Souls 2 is kind of unique in how it looks, which I do like about it. Dark Souls 1's very kind of weird. Demon Souls, the remake, is beautiful, kind of its own thing. But yeah, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3. I mean, Bloodborne's locale is obviously very different. Victorian England looking. But, I love the look. I love the look. That's freaking called Dark... Like, people have been like, oh, Dark Souls is so ugly and dark. It's like, it's Dark Souls! It's not bright, happy-go-lucky Soul. What are you talking about? Of course it's going to be dark. And I think they did a great job with, like, the variety of locales in Dark Souls 3. I don't really understand the visual hate on it, personally. I like the boys, but it does feel like they backtrack a bit. Billy's had almost no character... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Billy's had... Yeah, they just do the same crap. It's one of those shows where... I don't know. They just don't highlight... Or they do. They highlight the good parts, but that's all I care about. Is like the pure evil villains and how evil they are. And... I'm sorry. I don't think Huey is interesting enough. I don't think Frenchie's kind of a caricature of a character. And it's just, yeah, they try to get me to care so much. Don't you care about Frenchie's whatever? I don't know, addiction? Did he have an addiction arc? Probably, that I'm just forgetting about. It's like, I'm sorry, I just don't care. These characters are not compelling enough. No offense. Oof, fudge. Got me. Just don't care. And Billy's like a really interesting character, but yeah, I don't even know what. If you asked me to describe the plot points of The Boys over the past 4 seasons, I could not tell you. I literally do not remember like anything about what these characters have been through outside of the major like superhero stuff and supervillain stuff. That's the interesting stuff. I don't care about any of the character stuff. Specifically because the character's kind of boring to me. I do like Mother's Milk, though. Out of The Boys, I would say Mother's Milk is definitely the most fun to watch. And boy, oh boy, does he look entirely different this season. What the actual hell? He looks so different, people thought he was recast because he basically shaved his beard and, like, slimmed down. People are saying Ozempic. I don't know. But, like, he slimmed down, which is very tragic, man. I mean, obviously, do whatever he's got to do for himself, but, like, he was, like, bulky. He looked, like, strong. And then he, like, slimmed down and then also shaved that beard. I cannot understand why. It's just a downgrade, IMO. But, obviously, it's him, it's his life. He can do whatever the hell he wants. You can summon them here for the love of God! No! I need my souls. Oh, my God. Wish I had time to watch TV. You don't have, like, an hour or two at the end of a long work day or something? Last boy was Stupid Boy. He is stupid, as you will see. A lot of people hate that boss, and speedrunners, I think, specifically go offline to avoid the insanity of that stupid boss. Yeah, it's real dumb. I mean, to be honest, I never hated that boss as much as other people seem to hate it. But it is, for sure, a gimmick boss that, a lot of people do not like gimmick bosses in these games. Gameplay and cinematic of Shadow of the Erdtree. Yeah, I mean, it looks great. I try not to... If it's interesting enough, I will watch gameplay of it, but if it's something I'm guaranteed going to love and play, like Shadow of the Erdtree, I try not to look at too much stuff. I did see, the gameplay of, like, the different play styles with the new stuff. Looks very par for the course. Looks exactly, what I would expect, basically, in terms of very quality. Oh, God! Very quality DLC. Okay, what happens here? I forget. Look at this little piece of crap. Okay, enjoy burning. Wait, what? How did you get past that? Get the hell out of here, dude. Little piece of garbage. Woo! Okay, I forget how this works because you want to... There's a way to, like, attack him. Where is that? Is it just past this? Huh. I'm just hoping I'm not missing anything that we can do. Final shot of Season 3 implied. Ryan was going to... Yeah. To be honest, I could not even tell you. Like, I was reading a lot about The Boys, and, like, people seem to hate how they ended Season 3. I could not even tell you what happened outside of the Soldier Boy stuff, which was interesting, but I don't even remember. But apparently people hated the ending because I guess it undid a lot of Season 3 or something. Yeah. I mean, that sounds exactly par for the course for what I heard, where basically they just reversed a lot of what they were setting up. Whee! For the longest time. Yeah, I honestly I'm not a fan of the, I'm not a fan of the constant shock. It's like, it's crazy, man. It's too much. And I'm not somebody that's like, oh my God, it's too violent. I can't, whatever. If the violence good, I don't care. Put as much violence as you want, but literally The Boys is just like, it's to the point where I see a character and I can tell they're going to die in a horrible way. There was literally a character that shows up, And I could tell exactly what was going to happen. I was like, okay, well, I know, this guy's going to die horribly. And go figure, he dies horribly. And it's just supposed to be funny, like, ha 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 ha! Wow, he got squished like a bug. It's like, I've seen this so many times from the boys. I don't care anymore. It doesn't do anything for me. You just know it's coming at this point. For the longest... No! Okay, is that all we can do here? I'm remembering this totally differently. Isn't there a bridge where you can... And there's like a thing down there, too. I guess that's where we just grabbed the shield, though. Okay. Feels like we should have been doing other stuff, but I'm going to assume we can either go back and do it. Okay, there's a twinkling titanite up there. From the reveal... the only thing I've seen of Shadows of the Erd Tree... The only thing I've seen of Shadows of the Erd Tree is the Moaning Night. Yeah, there was like a, I think Dexerto, that Twitter account or whatever, they like tweeted the first reveal of gameplay, and it was like basically like 5 different styles of combat with different weapons and whatever. And yeah, it looked very par for the course, new ideas for spells and weapons and stuff. A lot of crazy like jumping and zigzagging type weapons, which is going to be interesting. That's all I've seen. I try not to watch... I try to, it's the type of thing where I definitely want to go in as blind as possible, but sometimes I can't resist, something like that, just to get a little glimpse. Okay, we got invaded, so we got to watch out. Fun. Started watching this run last night on YouTube. I got to say, your character looks a lot different from episode 6. Never played Bloodborne or anything other than Elden Ring. Yeah, I usually switch, how I look during the course of a playthrough. Okay, here we go. Oof. Okay, he's buffed somehow. Ow. Can't see him. Okay, guess we're doing this now. Bop, 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 bop. Can you lock on, bruh, please? Whew. Okay. Blindfold mask. He's dead. Yeah, there's a very weird interaction here. Am I supposed to do that transformation before this? I'm kind of worried. I don't know. There's like a transformation thing that you can do to find the Purging Stone, and then you talk to Lap. Kind of worried we'll like skip that whole interaction. I don't know. Never played Bloodborne or anything other than Elden Ring. If you enjoy Elden Ring, I mean, definitely go back and if you want to. Demon Souls remake for PS5 is great. A lot slower, more methodical. Dark Souls 1 is gonna be very clunky, but amazing game. Dark Souls 3 is probably the closest to Elden Ring, and then Bloodborne is like Dark Souls on crack, way faster and aggressive. And Dark Souls 2 is good. It's just the black sheep made by different people, basically. And Sekiro is kind of its own thing, but Sekiro is also very good. So I definitely recommend them, but Elden Ring is, yeah, definitely a valid starting point, although it's going to be one of those things where it's going to suck going backwards, because Elden Ring is so good. Bloodborne is incredible, a lot smaller, more concise, focused experience. Yeah, just like Dark Souls 3, which I feel like it's the cool thing to not like Dark Souls 3 or something. And it's like, what? Are you people high? I don't really understand that. Stopped watching The Boys after season 2. Haven't seen any of the new stuff. Yeah. I would say it's basically a decline, in my opinion. Season 1, I genuinely remember being really good, and I read a lot about it last night, and a lot of people seem to think the same. Or it's like, yeah, you go back to season 1, it's like, okay, it had something here, but then progresses into just I don't know, just repeating the same crap. Just how they try to keep topping themselves with like shocking scenes, but not in a good way. Just gets to be tiring. Like, oh wow, a guy sucking himself and farting on the wall or something. Wow, crazy. You're really pushing the boundaries of, TV, the boys. Good job. The Frenchman is a bisexual drug abuser. Shocker. Yeah, I like French. I mean, I think he does a good job with the character, with the acting and all that, but I don't know. I'm not really invested in his character, to be honest. I'm not really invested in Huey outside of season 1, which was the start of the entire show. Was like, what if superheroes did bad stuff? Like, you're holding your girlfriend's hands, and then she gets, like, literally sped through by, like, this world's The Flash. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm down for that. And then from there, it was just like, yeah, kind of a decline. Okay, so we started from here. And then, yeah, should I just go? I guess we'll have to find a bonfire regardless. Okay, we went up there. There was a Titanite lizard up there, so I gotta remember that. But then we never went back this way, right? Or did we? Guess we did. They stuffed C4. Yeah, see, like that I remember. That was a really cool idea. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just have rose-tinted glasses, right? Like, maybe if I went back and watched season 1, I'd be like, okay, never mind. This isn't as strong as I remembered. But to me, yeah, that's a good example of, like, okay, so you have, like, an invincible guy or whatever. What, he has, like, diamond skin or something? And he's terrible, right? He's like a pervert or something. I forget exactly what they do with him. But, like, okay, so it's like they have to kill him for whatever reason. How do you kill him? It's like you can't see him, and he's, like, got invincible skin. So, yeah, they find a way to kill him. And, that was all interesting to me. And then from there, it's just like, what if Huey's dad was in a coma and he's talking to his mom? I was like, I don't care. I don't care about any of this. Stop. But again, maybe that's just me. Had to look up if Mother's Milk was recast. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, obviously every guy likes to, like, experiment with their facial hair and whatever. But, boy, that is a tragedy. Like, Mother's Milk was, like, a cool, badass-looking dude. And then now he just looks... He still looks like a cool, badass dude, but it's just like, it doesn't have the, the aura that previous Mother's Milk had. IMO. Annie stuffed her face full of, oh, yeah, that whole thing. Yeah, I was going to talk to Cindy about that, but I forgot to mention it. Yeah, because there was, like, a character called Starlight that was, oh, what the hell? There's a chest here. Oh, and it's a freaking mimic. Yeah, there was a character called Starlight that was objectively, like, really an attractive woman. And I think that kind of played into the story. A lot of people... She had a huge following and whatever because, just had her presentation or whatever you want to call it. Not just that, of course, but like I'm saying, that was a part of, like, her... I think her... because if you don't know the boys, it's like all the super... It's a company called Vought that, like, makes these superheroes and, like, has them have social media and, like, they're all, like, brands and stuff. And so that was part of her brand was, like, she's, like, the all-American, girl or whatever. So, yeah, apparently she says she got bullied so much for her looks because people were saying she wasn't attractive enough to play Starlight, which is ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. That's the type of, like... 500-pound guy typing at his desk with horrible hygiene going like, wow, she is so ugly. Like, it's so stupid. It's not true in the slightest. But, she says that she got bullied so much that she got plastic surgery to do, I guess remove the buccal fat or whatever the heck that is in these days. And then, I mean, look, do whatever you want to do. It's your body, whatever. But, yeah, she, man, that's a interesting choice, I would say. To make that choice. Okay. Where the heck is that? So we can go up this way and go out, but there's definitely a freaking... There is definitely a freaking interaction that is supposed to have here that I feel like I've missed. Also, this thing is like so confusing. Okay, so we need to go back to the start and then find that crystal lizard, ideally. I don't remember where this starts, though. This place is confusing as hell, trying to get everything here. Have a lot of responsibilities and side projects. Would rather sacrifice TV. Last real show I watched start to finish was Breaking Bad. Well, if you're not a TV watcher, that's a good one to watch. Yeah, I got a show. We got to watch Breaking Bad with Cindy. It's such a masterpiece. Such a lover of TV and cinema. I even had more responsibilities. I'd be making time for it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, I understand how to some people it's not worth the time that you put into watching TV. Obviously, a lot of people, binge watch stuff and, just waste time. That's, of course, an element. But, yeah, I agree. I'm somebody that really likes to watch something, and if it's meaningful, and come up with my, thoughts on it. Try to get a takeaway from it, that sort of thing. It's something I enjoy. But I totally understand people that, just don't watch TV at all. I get that. It is, at the end of the day, it's a waste of time on some level, typically. Violence starts to lose its way. You lose its meaning when it's used in that way. It needs some story significance. Yeah, it's just so... It's so predictive at this point. It just does nothing for me. You expect me to go what the show expects you to do is go oh my god, I can't believe they did that. But after the 15th time where they do something disgusting or incredibly violent, you don't get that effect. You get oh, okay. All right. A penis exploded. Cool. Very epic. Just doesn't do it for me, Okay, I feel like I said, I feel like we're missing an interaction here, so I'm going to try to trigger it. Triple capes, triple threat. Oh, I thought you almost were quoting, dang it, I thought you were quoting, I think you should leave with Tim Robinson for a second there, because there's a Bob Odenkirk, who is Saul in Breaking Bad, talking to Breaking Bad.
Welcome.
But Bob Odenkirk has a sketch where basically,
farewell, Ashen One.
Tim Robinson is in a diner with his kid, and the kid wants ice cream. But he's like, no, you can't have ice cream today. And then he makes a lie. He's like, because the ice cream shops are closed. And then he sees Bob Odenkirk's character, and he's like, right? The ice cream shops are closed. And he's like, yeah, they are, because he's trying to help out the dad. But then Bob Odenkirk's character keeps making further and further lies that the dad has to go along with because he originally made a lie.
Ashen One.
And there's a time where he's like, and I have every type of classic car, and I have duplicates of some of the cars, and actually I have trips. I have triplicates of the Nova and of the Barracuda, and yeah, there's a meme in the thing where they're like. There's a meme in the community where they say, I have, triples is safe. I have triples. Triples is safe. I thought you were referencing that at first. But, of course, you haven't seen that. So that wouldn't make any sense. Dark Souls 3 is the best one. Objectively, I would agree. I think Dark Souls 3 is the best. It's a fantastic game. I think it's a masterpiece for what it is. It's a lot more linear than Elden Ring, like I said. Okay, so, yeah, basically, you're supposed to use the sacrificial twig item to turn into a thing in the environment, which has always been a thing. Usually people use that to trick invading players. If somebody invades you and they're trying to kill you, you can, use an item to turn into, let's say, a rock or whatever, and try to trick them. There's a thing in this DLC where you do that, and you turn into a humanity, like the enemy from Dark Souls 1 DLC. And then you, walk to something, and it makes, a secret staircase appear. Is that in this room? Is it this? Because, you're supposed to do that, and then tell Lap about it, and that... Or is it in there? I feel like it's in there. Yeah, it's definitely... Yeah, it's that statue right there, I think. So that's weird, because my notes say... Yeah, you know what? Let's take a break here. I'm going to reinstall this game and verify the integrity of the game cache to see if it fixes the stutter thing. And then I'm going to try to figure out how to activate Lap's questline because I have no idea. I don't remember the order of things you have to do. And then we missed an opportunity in, like, that catacomb area, too. So I'll see you when we're back. Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome back. So I verified the integrity files, blah, 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 on Steam. Hopefully that fixed the stuttering. I don't know. I have installed, like, crowd control one time. I don't know if that would, like, mess with it or something, you know, where people can affect the game real time. Although, did I? We did that for Dark Souls 1. Did I do that for Dark Souls 3? I don't know. Anyways, verified the integrity of the game cache, so hopefully things are good. That would be nice. But if not, yeah, I did figure out what I have missed. So we will go correct that now. Basically, you can fall down behind this church and activate a shortcut, which leads you to the room that I was trying to get to. Although I checked back here, didn't I? I saw a stutter there. Gosh dang it. Where do you fall down? Is it like back here? Did I just not go back here? But yeah, somebody in the chat brought up, you know, these young men are emboldened and emboldened by this this new machismo idea. You know, the Andrew Tate stuff, all that stuff. And I was like, oh boy, do I have a thing to talk about that, because at the gym today, I listened to a video by Jubilee, which is a YouTube channel that kind of does like social conversations, I guess. You know, they like, you know, they bring in like usually whatever. They do a lot of different stuff, but they bring in like, let's say like in this instance, like, you know, a bunch of fit guys versus a bunch of fat guys. And they kind of talk about their experiences being fit versus fat and how important it is and blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I found the video really interesting. Where are you supposed to go for this? I am so confused. Oh, there to the right. How did I not see this? Yeah, it's through here. I just completely missed this path. Okay, that's what I did wrong. So yeah, it was a really interesting video. Talking about, you know, how it feels to be fit and how it feels to be fat and the choices that lead to those things and blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, there was a guy that was on the fit side that was, you know, he was so insufferable that I immediately just, like, left a comment and was like, okay, I'm early in the video, but I can tell this guy just has, like, hatred in his heart and, like, doesn't want to have an actual discussion like everybody else did. You know, a conversation about these topics. And he was the type of guy that was exactly like what the chatter had said, where, yeah, this new, you know, Andrew Tate, it's just, I don't even know what the heck. It's such a weird, it's, how would I describe it? It's like this emboldened machismo you have to have as like a man. And it's so bizarre to me. Okay, so this right here, this guy needs, so yeah, basically what you need to do is you need to go out into the swamp, I believe. I think you have to go out into the swamp. I could be wrong, but yeah, I think so. Or can you just do it there? But yeah, you know, that Andrew Tate, Sneeko stuff, whatever. All that ideology that really boils down to, like, hatred of women. It's so funny. It's so, like, hypocritical. It's like, so you want to get a lot of women, but you also want to hate and disrespect them. And you want to, like, be stronger as a man for that or whatever. You know, go to the gym, get your gains. This idea of, like, machismo that is just so ludicrous. But yeah, there was a guy on the Jubilee episode that was basically, like, one of those guys. And you could just immediately tell, because he had, like, a fresh and fit shirt on, which I don't know much about. But from what I understand, like, that's a similar type of ideology. It's like a podcast or something where it's, like, similar ideologies, right? To, like, you know, this idea of, like, you got to be a strong man and F women and all this stuff. Okay, so yep, there we go. So you use this young white branch to turn into something in the environment, and you want to do it until you turn into this, the humanity. And then you got to walk to that statue. But, yeah, it was just an interesting watch, because this guy was, you know, everybody else there, these jack dudes, were mainly kind and would listen to all of these fat men and kind of talk about, you know, the different ideologies. But this one guy was just like, no, you're fat, you're weak, you're like a failed person, you suck as a human. I would put you all in camps to like force you to be thin and force you to work out. And yeah, if you're depressed, he just had so much horrible stuff. It was like, if you're depressed, you deserve it because you're not fulfilled as a man. And is it not this one? Is it this one? Oh, gosh dang it. What are you supposed to freaking do? Oh, it's this. Oh, my God. Okay, so there's this that says show your humanity. So you're supposed to walk to that. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to go to the swamp or not for this, but we're going to do it again. Yeah, so anyways, it's just really like, yeah, what a vile person. Just what a vile, vile, vile person. And it's hypocritical to me because I think at the end of the day, it's like, so you call yourself a strong man and you want to be a strong, masculine force in this world, right? But you let hatred consume you. Your hatred is clearly shown, for other people, for fat people or whatever. So yeah, all that stemmed from that comment in the chat. But like, I guess what I'm just trying to say is like, yeah, that stuff is so bizarre to me. I don't think you will have a healthy relationship with a woman if you subscribe to that sort of ideology. You could probably trick yourself with like confidence if you go to the gym and like get gains and. I'm a strong man and I don't need no woman and blah, blah, blah. You can probably trick yourself for a time to enjoy that stuff. Okay, and there's the ladder. Sweet. But, yeah, it's just very weird. Very weird. Younger generation getting brainwashed by that stuff. I think you want to err more towards being a strong man emotionally, emphatically, intelligently, whatever. Connecting with people with meaningful relationships, not just like... I have to be this asshole, this Chad, this Omega Alpha, whatever. It's like, you care too much about this. You're trying to be uncaring, but you care too much about this ideology. Just bizarre to me. But anyways, okay, so that's what we do to activate the ladder, and then we come up here, and then, yeah, there's a whole little secret thing. Whee! Alright, what is up here? To me, it just feels like overcompensating. They're like a cartoon stereotype of a man rather than just being their honest, true selves. Yeah, exactly. It's very hypocritical. It's very, like, antithetical. It's like, if you were truly a strong man, you would not care about this garbage to the level that you do. You would not have this faux confidence, faux ideals. You would be more like the dude in the yellow tank top in that episode, who is not only the biggest guy there in terms of muscles, but he's also the most... Okay, dude. He's also the most emphatic in listening to these people and having real conversations with them, trying the least, It's like, that's who you want to be. You don't want to be this other guy that's just, like, filled with vitriol. What's up, Puchiha? Welcome in. Black goo. You need it to be in the black goo. Yeah, that's what I thought. I remember you have to go, like, outside to do it. What's up, Puchiha? Rules I posted on Twitter made absolutely no sense, but the game sounds fantastic. Yeah, everybody was playing Hammerschlagen at the barbecue yesterday. I didn't want to do it because I had ate some brats, and, like, they were talking about, oh, you got to, like, spin around the stump and then go run... go run and then come back. And I was like, okay, I'm not doing all this exercise after eating some bratwursts. But no, if I had known what they were actually doing, I would have gotten involved. But yeah, you just like put all these nails in a stump around the edge, and then you take turns, I guess, like hitting different people's nails. I guess if your nail's all the way in, then you're like out. So it's like, I guess just like strategically choosing who to go for or whatever. Once I realized what was actually happening, I was like, oh, dang, I would have played that. But I guess there's a bunch of different versions of it, basically. Hammerschlagen. It's a Texas thing, I guess, even though it's obviously German in name. I think true masculinity has that caring, protecting, guiding, fatherly aspect to it rather than some emotionally stunted, fake, tough brat. Very well put. Exactly that. Yeah, I mean, you look at, like, think of your idea of, like, a good father. It's not this person that's so obsessed with again, a lot of it just sounds like women hate. It just sounds like they hate women and don't treat them like people, which is bizarre to me because at the same time they obviously want to do this to like attract women, and obviously some women are, I'm sure, into that, but I would say the vast majority of like good women are not gonna fall for that garbage. But yeah, it's very weird. I mean, I guess I understand why young people subscribe to it, but. Just emotionally stunted is a good way to put it. How the hell did that even hit me? God, these ring knights, bro. Okay, we gotta kill this guy and then kill that judicator guy. Because he's spawning all this crap. That's gonna be tough to deal with. Oh, how can that hit me through the wall? Come on. Okay. Then we just kill this guy. Try to freeze him. How's it? How low is he? Come on. Come on. There we go. Get the hell out of here! He's got 2 summons on! So silly. So silly. He spawned a guy at the foot of that stairs that shot a magic thing up the stairs and perfectly hit me right as he died. Like, the amount of cosmic stars aligning for some of this crap that has happened in this stream and the last stream. Like, get the actual hell out of here. There's no chance. There's no chance. There's a chance, but small. Come on. Agreed, also very, very dangerous for youth, especially 17 to 18-year-old males going to college or moving on, you know? Andrew Tate is very popular with that age bracket. Is he still popular? I kind of feel like he had a little fall from grace. Did he? Or did he not? I don't know. I've never really... That sort of... That whole thing's just like a cesspit to me. Like, I just saw Sneeko just got, like, Superman punched by some guy because he took his hat. And it's just like, yeah, that's exactly what it boils down to. It's like these people that just think they're invincible, but then are, like, total jerks for it. Like, okay, so you're supposed to be this, like, strong, I don't need no woman type of guy, whatever. But then you're going to, like, use all that to, like, take people's hats off in public and then get Superman punched in the face because of it. Yeah, okay. It's just like, yeah, I never... Don't want anything to do with anybody even remotely close to that sort of thing. It's so disgusting. Not do this to me again. Do not do this to me again. It's like ridiculous how many things have to align for stuff like this to happen. He has to like summon the arrow guys after we get hit by a magic blast, and he has to die, but yet he's alive just enough so that they fire the arrow volley. Get the hell out of here. It's insanity. It's insanity, and I don't like it. Ba, ba, ba. Not helped because that age group usually struggles to have their opinions. Yeah. Say it's quite dangerous. It's and again, we talked about like freedom of speech yesterday, so you know, I guess I agree with like they should be able to say all this, but yeah, I would also have to recognize it is definitely dangerous that people that are discovering themselves, learning who they are also being susceptible to the cultural idea with their peers that they have to like, you know, be these types of guys or whatever. Or maybe, I don't know, I'm not a youth, so maybe they go against it. Maybe the vast majority know that it's BS. I don't know. I don't know. Bum, bum, bum. I think for me, it's like just the lack of respect, ultimately. You know, it just comes down to a lack of respect a lot of the time. But you should always respect people. Okay, can you just stay dead now and stop? Yeah, okay. Yeah, keep trying. Unactual believable. They're like somehow able to shoot the magic over this garbage. Like, what the hell? Alright, did we kill both of these guys? Because we might need to get their drops. Also, where did I die? I'm gonna get my souls. Okay, where did I die? Where did I die? There it is. Okay. Let's try to kill these people, though this is going to be terrible. Try to use the circular thing. Ooh. Yikesy wakesy. Oh. Oh. Haha. Oh, 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 ho, ho, ho. It's a formative age, and you're still figuring out who you are. So much as your decisions are you, it's also easy to be manipulated. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like, who knows? I mean, I definitely am very opposed to that sort of stuff, but if I was in school at that time, as these people were popular, yeah, would I, you know, how susceptible would I be to those ideals? It's a scary thought. It's a scary freaking thought. Spin, spin, spin. Boop. Spin, spin, spin. Spin, 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 spin. I agree to say people call them hoes and B-words as soon as they're rejected and act like female did something terribly wrong. Yeah, yeah. Think about how many people, like, subscribe to this garbage and then, like, they're patting their bros on the back like, don't worry, bro, she's just a hoe. Like, she means nothing, bro. But okay. But you're like, but yeah, you're supposed to be a strong male. Okay. Sure. Try having that attitude and ideals when you're, like, wanting to actually, like, be a father and a role model. I'm sure that'll go well. Teenage incels will still believe it. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course they will. I'm sure that stuff really appeals to, like, you know, the hopeless, you know, spurned by women crowd. Whatever. That are just like, no women will ever like me. So, yeah, I don't need them. We'll just work out. Then all my problems will be solved. What's up, Tibby Tempest? That's hella cool. Twats getting twatted in the face. But if the woman is direct, confident one who approaches them, they turn into little boys and think it's not what a man wants. Yeah, that's always funny too. Like, yeah, like a successful woman, and then they'll say like, oh, they chose finances. They chose, you know, being successful at business, whatever. They chose that over over traditional women stuff. And it's like, okay, Jesus Christ. It's like, you know, it's one of those things where they'll just like form the narrative to whatever they need it to be. Like, a strong woman is a good thing. It's so weird how many, yeah, people are scared of that idea. Oh, this woman is successful in her own job. Oh, that's, yeah, no, but she doesn't want, you know, she doesn't have kids. That's a turnoff. What? Huh? Huh? Yeah, he got, yeah, Sneeko got, that was some karmic justice. Sneeko got Superman punched by this dude after they took his hat. It was epic as hell. Like, I was like, holy crap. Because, like, the way it's shot, he literally jumps up and, like, punches him like that. And it looks like his teeth were chipped because of it. So it obviously landed. And it was, yeah, that was, I got to say, that was super sick. I'm not one to, like, you know, promote violence or whatever. But, hey, if you're being a jerk, karma's probably going to catch up to you eventually. It was pretty insane, actually. They don't see women as humans. No, because they're taught to not. They're taught to not treat women as, you know, equals or whatever you want to call it. Human beings, yeah. They're taught to just get physically strong and say no to all women things. And by being aloof and unattached, you will acquire the women. Ba ba ba. Would you be, though? I would like to think. Pray to the Purging Monument. So here's the Purging Monument, by the way. Request absolution. You have not sinned. Request disillusion, which... Ah, crap. Does this matter? I forget. Gosh dang it. Can you get... Because this thing cures you of your hollowing, but you need the hollowing for the true ending, or whatever. Can you do this? I forget how this works. But no, I think we don't want to do that. I think we just want to interact with it, and now we can tell Lap where it is I think what we're trying to do here. Yeah, I like to think that I would not subscribe to that if that was a popular ideology when I was in, like, high school or whatever. I would hope that I wouldn't, but, you know, I can't. I've obviously grown a hell of a lot since then, so who the hell knows? I don't know. Okay, we got that, and then Lap is right down here, right? Where is Lap? Laparino. Lap's in one of these rooms, but I forget. Is he, like, in that one? He's probably in that one, maybe. I'm not interested in the opposition either. The extreme feminist ideals could be just as bad. You take, I mean, look, when you take any ideology and, like, turn that into literally you live every ounce of your life under those ideologies, anything could be bad. You're addicted to the gym. All you do is go to the gym. That's all you care about. That can be bad. You know, these things that are supposed to be positive to your life. But, you know, you just take them too far. So, yeah, obviously anything, you know, any ideal, whatever it is, can obviously be bastardized and turned into something it was never intended to be. But, yeah, hopefully most people are aware of that and obviously able to balance things on some level. Where the frick is Lap? Is he back there? He's probably back there. Oh, my God. Balance, yep. Kids have to be another level of effing stupid to lack common sense, although toxic masculinity is weird, and dudes who think them not getting women is someone else's fault. That's always the weirdest thing to me. Like, look, I started out as a total loser. I was a total loser in high school. But, you know, worked on myself and worked out and physically got better and mentally got better and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you have to build some level of strength within you to offer something to somebody. You can't just be a total loser, incel, whatever, and just expect, like, people to be attracted to you. Of course they're not going to be attracted to you. That stuff is insane to me. Like, at my lowest low, at my biggest loser time ever in history, in high school, I still knew it was up to me to, like, you know, obviously strengthen myself, be somebody would be attracted to, whether it's mentally, physically, both, whatever. Like, this thought that, like, you're just owed, you know, women's attention is astounding. Why people would subscribe to that.
What did I come here in search of? Damn. Stop it. I'm unbreakable. Unbreakable.
Speak of the Purging monument.
Are you certain of that? No. Sorry, I know you'd never lie to me. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
kindly.
you kindly. I'll speed right on over. It won't be long now before I know everything. Who I was, what I lived for, and what my name was. And I'll have you to thank for it all.
It won't be long. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Ah, thank you. I swear upon that I am your friend. No matter what might come out, no matter what I was, if you would do me the honor, allow me to be a true friend. Always.
Yeah, okay. Well, Lap seems like such a wonderful guy. Yeah, you can be my friend forever. I definitely don't recognize your voice from many other Souls games.
It won't be long now, who I was and I.
It won't be long, yeah, yeah. It won't be long, yeah. Okay, so now he knows the Purging monument. He's going to go over to it and get unhollowed and learn who he was. And spoiler alert, who he was not a good person. And now he should appear, I believe, at that place where the dragon was firing at us. What's up? Kaze Shini 5, who are taught that. If you mean all the ideals like we were talking about and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, just, I don't know. There's as far as I have seen, and as far as, you know, what we've been talking about in the chat recently, there are people that, I think young men that are susceptible to ideals by people like Andrew Tate and stuff like that with those ideals and ideologies. And I've heard it from teachers too, you know, teachers seeing it with their students and stuff like that, whatever. Where, yeah, you know, whatever you want to call it, toxic masculinity, whatever that whole ideal is called. I have no idea. Modern masculinity, whatever. As far as I've seen, yeah, there's a lot of youths that are kind of taught that that's how they have to be and interact with people. So, I don't know. That answers your question. Young men getting influenced by internet nonsense. Yeah, that basically. I mean, they have literal classes, right? Like, I've seen where they have, like, they'll go, like, you know, they'll have, like, Zoom calls or whatever the heck and, like, get a whole bunch of dude bros in and talk about this crap. What's up, Colby House? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. It won't be long, yeah, 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 yeah. It won't be long, yeah. It won't be long, yeah, yeah, till I... Just the easy way out, that way the internet is and how information is easily accessed compared to any generation before. Moderation is key. Too much of anything can be harmful. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeedy. So I belong to you, baby. You left me in my heart. Okay, so here there is supposed to be something that happens, but I do not remember where it triggers. We need that Titanite lizard up there, and then do we go backwards? Is that what it is? Because there's that little piece of cloth. I guess we'll start here. Good. Okay. I was going to say what we're looking for is a cutscene. Yeah. Here we go. I don't think too much information is generally a bad thing. Knowledge is power and all, but I think you need the wisdom to know the value of information.
Every age, it seems, is tainted by the greed of men. Rubbish to one such as I.
Oh my
devoid of
God.
all worldly wants.
Patches the hyena! Who could have seen that coming?
I don't know. Maybe it's just the way we are. I'll stick you in my prayers. A fine dark soul to you.
And also to you. So yeah, if you don't know, basically Patches is in like every Souls game ever. And he is a piece of crap that always kicks you into a pit. And usually, you know, he usually tries to trick you into getting treasure. And then he kicks you into the pit and tries to take your stuff, basically. So yeah, Demon Souls, the first Souls game, he was Patches the hyena. Then Dark Souls, he was Patches. Does he have a name in Dark Souls 1? Patches. Kicks you into a pit in Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 2. What the hell is going on in Dark Souls 2 and Patches? I forget. He's like some other guy too, just like this one, right? He's like some other guy, and then like a guy's hunting him, and he's like Creighton or something. He has a different name, and then like some guy's hunting him, and then they fight, and I think it's revealed that it's Patches. And then yeah, Dark Souls 3. Is he in base Dark Souls 3? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Dark Souls 3, he's got a whole thing. And then here at the end of the world in the Ring City DLC, he is Lap, but then he uses the Purging Monument, realizes he's Patches, realizes he's a piece of crap, and then kicks you into a pit yet again. And then Bloodborne, he's Patches the Spider, does the same thing. I think he runs up to you and shoves you into a pit. And then in Sekiro, there is a weird merchant that has a patchwork shirt. And a lot of people thought it was a reference to Patches, even though Sekiro is very removed. So I don't know if that was actually a reference or what. But yeah, Sekiro, there's like a guy with a patchwork, you know, sort of thing. And he's kind of a crap head too, so it would make sense. Whee! And then did I miss any? Oh yeah, Elden Ring. Yeah, Patches the Untethered as well. So he's always got a new identity, basically. How the hell do we get back to this place? Is it here? Do we literally have to like warp back out? Because yeah, he leaves an item where he leaves as well, which I'm trying to get. DS2 Pate. Yes, he's Pate. But wait, he has a different... Yeah, Dark Souls 2 is weird, because wait, Pate is the guy... He's got a whole different voice, right? Okay, do we literally have to... I guess we have to warp. There's no way to get back, is there? But we have to warp anyways to get the Titanite Lizard. Yeah, he's Pate, but he's voiced by the guy that voices the Tick in the Amazon show, The Tick, which is kind of crazy. At first, but then it's revealed that he's Patches. I don't remember how that all goes. It's been a while since I've done all the quest stuff in Dark Souls 2. Yeah, he fights like Creighton the Wanderer or something. It's a whole thing. Pate had done the Patches thing to Creighton, and Creighton wanted revenge, I think. Patrick Warburton. No, not that Tick. The newer Tick. That guy's got a great voice. Whoever that guy. He's got a crazy name, if I remember correctly. But anyways, yeah, that whole thing, you know, that Jubilee episode was interesting. Outside of that guy who just existed to be basically... You know, one of the bigger guys called him out near the end of the video, which was fantastic, because he was absolutely correct. Where he was basically like, you know, you're trying to make like a viral moment, you're trying to go viral or something, because he was so over the top, like rude. And I was like, yeah, he is. He's like, and I feel sad about you for that. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what he needed to hear. Good job. But it was interesting. Outside of that, the you know, the ideologies of morbidly obese people versus gym heads. Yeah, most of the gym guys were super cool, and there was one guy that couldn't quite understand how you could get to be that weight, and was almost in line with the very mean guy, but he was a lot more, you know, realistic about it. But yeah, there was a really cool guy with like a yellow tank top or something that was like such a good role model. Not only was he's like the biggest, strongest guy there, but he's also just like mentally the strongest, nicest guy as well. And you know, that's who I really want to be. I want to obviously get back into shape and physically be well, but also, yeah, I just want to get to that point where I'm just like, you know, you don't have so much to prove. You're just living life and happy for living life and happy for interacting with people. I think that's a beautiful thing. Okay, so we get this, which is Lapse Set. And then we still have to get that Crystal Lizard, but how the hell do you get that Crystal Lizard? Because something breaks here, which is going to be annoying. How do you get that? I'm assuming you just go through that side thing and then it leads to that. Because I'm going to have to write that down if I forget to go back for it. But yeah, I'm trying to come away with like insights, which, I don't know. I mean, it was pretty standard stuff. You know, the fat guys said, like, obviously they had been through a lot and they use food to cope and stuff like that. But some of them, one thing I disagreed with was like, they were like, oh, would you switch places with the other person if you could? And obviously all the fit guys were like, no, because they're fit. Like, everybody wants to be fit. But, like, these guys were pretty morbidly obese. And, like, I think some of them was like, no, I don't want to switch places. And I don't know about that. Maybe it's just me, but I would be like, oh, my God, if I could, like, be jacked instantly? Yeah, are you kidding me? Of course. Flip that switch in an instant. You know, could you maintain that? Probably not. Not to that level, but who the hell would not flip a switch? Like, truthfully, who would not flip a switch immediately to be, like, really good shape? Obviously, without all the side stuff it comes with, of course. Like, if they're addicted to steroids or whatever. Whee! Which a lot of them did admit they were on performance-enhancing stuff. Okay, how the hell do you get... God, I hate this freaking place. It's so confusing to me. There should be one... Oh, am I just supposed to drop off? Is that what it is? Since you left me, you left me... Am I supposed to go backwards? This place is so effing confusing to me. Yeah, so I think we go backwards. Whee! There's just like so many drops that make you think you're in one place. Andrew Tate had some online course thing, how to be a man. Very strange. Yeah. think a man has to realize how to be a man himself, not listen to other men tell you how to be a man. It's kind of ludicrous, if you ask me. Patrick Warburton. Okay, here we go. Patrick Warburton. Yeah. What's up, Jenna? Welcome in. Sometimes people are just fat because they don't give an F. Sometimes people just love living. However, look at Jack Black. Yeah, Jack Black is, you know, when I was at the top of my weight recently, you know, I was like, okay, well, we still have to be happy, you know, even though I would obviously like to get back physically healthy and stuff. But yeah, Jack Black's a perfect example of, you know, you can be out of shape or whatever and still seemingly, at least, be extremely happy, love your body, which is very cool to see. That was an interesting part of that Jubilee video, was like some of the Jack dudes could not literally understand how one might be. Okay, so I think the Titanite Lizard is here, which means we have to exit the game to respawn him. How some of the fat guys could be happy in their bodies, which I think is totally, you know, I think that's totally doable to be happy in your body, even if you're like morbidly obese or whatever. You know, it depends on the other factors in life and how much it's important to you to stay healthy and all that. But yes, it was kind of funny because some of the fit guys were just like, I can't understand. How can you be happy? Your life is... Oh my god, you're gonna make me fall down here again? Or I'm so done with this room. Please, get me out of here. I've gone up and down the staircase like 100 times. Okay, so I think we have to go backwards and fall again. I wish I understood how this route worked. Alright, so fall here. Then go backwards. Fall here. Fall here. Okay. Heal. We're going to fall forward one more time, but then we keep going straight, right? Ba 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 ba. I think instead of following internet trends and weird influencers like Andrew Tate, young people just need to listen to My Way by Frank Sinatra. Such a great song. Overused in like movies and stuff, but freaking great. I did it. I saw something where that song was playing and it really impacted me, but I don't remember what it was. I used that song somewhere. I did it my way. And mistakes, I've made a few. Ba-boo-da-boo. Jack Black is perfect. That's probably one where if it ever came out that he was like a bad guy on any level, I would genuinely, you know, a lot of the time that comes out and I'm just like, okay, well, yeah. I mean, a lot of people are very flawed and some people are obviously, you know, do horrible things. And we don't know. Everybody presents their best self, you know what I mean? But Jack Black would be one where I would be like, you know, if it ever was revealed that he was a bad guy on any level, I'd be like, oh, that really sucks. But I don't get that vibe from him. He seems like a very
Welcome, host.
good fellow.
Very then.
Ba 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 ba, za ba bo do, ba 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 ba.
Farewell, Ashen.
Goodbye. Wee. I did it my way. Jack Black somehow has 20 decks despite his body type. That's so funny. That'd be a funny... Ooh, I've got a good idea. Probably shouldn't say it out loud. Oh. Oh my god. I gotta write this down. Oh my god. I just stumbled upon... Did I ever tell you guys I came up with the idea of Tinder before it blew up? I know everyone's got a story like that, like, oh, I came up with this before it became popular. But genuinely, I remember, like, in Florida, driving around with my mom and stepdad and sister, and I thought of, like, oh, green light, red light. It's like, dating-wise, why don't we do a thing where if somebody likes somebody, you know, they green light them, and the other person can, like, either green light back or red light, and that way you just know. You know, it just kind of cuts out all the BS. I remember I had that idea, but obviously, you know, no ability to do the technical stuff. But, yeah, I had that idea. It's crazy. I'm sure a lot of people had that idea, though, too. obviously takes action, you know. But kind of crazy to think about. Blessed by the heavens. Yeah, he's a good dude. You know, a lot of people compare me to him. Voice-wise, I think. Obviously, Tenacious D is the best thing that I can sing. Karaoke-wise. But, yeah, I'm very happy to be compared to, Mr. Jack Black. You know, he's just got a lust for life, you know what I mean? He's got a very clear, childlike soul, which I like a lot. I don't know how to not get hit by this garbage. Oh, okay. Laser. Pretty good. Do we have to? I think you have to get him to half HP. So I think we're close, hopefully. The hell? Okay, laser. Doesn't he fall at like half HP? You have to do the whole thing? Oh, jeez. Okay. Just don't F it up. We should be good. Six heals left. Jesus Christ! Are you... Does this ever stop? What the hell? Okay, yeah. We got him? Did we get him? Bye, bitch! Bye. Huh? If they hit him again, what happens? You're still alive? The hell? Oh, we just like staggered him? What is his HP at? See ya. Jesus Christ. So yeah, you gotta do that or else you can't fight the actual boss, which is him. But you have to knock him down first. What's up, Watery Bread? Welcome in. Doing swell. Doing swell. He did a Minecraft stream with PewDiePie and burned down his house. That's awesome. Is that recent? I feel like I would have heard about that. My brother-in-law met him on the red carpet and said he was just amazing, so no one can tell me otherwise. Yeah, my mom has a it's like one of the coolest pictures, especially because like it's so funny, like basically I knew he was like a comedy actor. I never knew what Tenacious D was. And then when I got into high school, I had like a Christmas budget and I bought a Tenacious D album not knowing anything about it, and I became a Tenacious D fan. And then, but my mom had showed me a picture where she was at a concert. She didn't even know what Tenacious D was with her friend. And Jack Black is like hugging her like this from the side. And it's like an epic picture. And, yeah, it's just funny because like I never knew who he was really when she showed me that first. And then I became a Tenacious D fan. And I looked back on that. I was like, oh my God. Because I would have loved that experience, you know? Okay, there's an illusory wall here. I think one of these guys does not have a sword. And that's the tell, I believe. Might be in the next room, maybe. Ba, 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 ba. Jables, Crisp Rat, and Post Malone. Yeah, people don't... Yeah, I haven't heard one of those in a long time. Surprisingly. I usually, everything always consistently has been people comparing me to other YouTubers, but a lot of the time I don't know who these people are. I've heard Fightin' Cowboy. I know he's like a big one. I've heard Fightin' Cowboy a lot. Some of the, you know, you get like, oh, you sound like this random guy on YouTube. And a lot of time, if you're not in that sphere, you obviously don't know who they are. That's usually the consistent one, getting compared to other YouTubers. Is it this room where there is a illusory wall? Which one of you effers doesn't have a sword? Which one of you effers don't have no sword? It's not this one either, really? I know there's an illusory wall. Is it like... Maybe we ride the elevator down? Is that it? Wait, this one? Huh. Imagine life. Can't comprehend. I like to travel. I like gin. If you don't know curvy girls, swipe left. I have a little boy who is my world, not looking for friends with benefits. It's like 90% of my Tinder experience. Wait, what? I'm going to reread that. I like to travel. I like gin. Gin. That's more of like a British thing, right? I feel like gin's more of a... Because like even... what's it? George Ramsay? George Ramsay? What the hell is his first name? Chef Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay. Why am I thinking George? Even Gordon Ramsay, yeah, he has his own gin line. I guess it's more of I mean, it's big here too, but I don't think... Like, we're more whiskey people, I think, in the U.S. overall. If you don't like curvy girls, swipe left. Have a little boy who is my... I'll say I have a little boy who is my world. Yeah, when I was online dating. Yeah, you see that a lot. That exact line. Like, it's not even changed at all. Like, yeah, I've heard that many, many, many times. That's got to be the number one, like, thing that's, like, repeated. I have a little boy who's my world. Ba 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 ba. Where the hell are we? There's like 2 illusory walls like right around here, and I don't remember exactly. Oh, we're like at the beginning. Oh yeah. I met a few. Where the frick are these illusory walls? Okay, so that's a shortcut back to that bonfire. There's a secret door there. Ba 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 ba. Not looking for friends with benefits. Whee! In my experience, there was a lot of girls that were looking for nothing serious. There was a lot that like, you know, in my online dating, different periods of time whilst I was single, that definitely changed. Because like in the old days, when I first started online dating, Chloranthy ring +3, nice. I feel like that was not very common. But then the last time I was online dating, when I met Cindy, I feel like it was very common. Casual stuff. Maybe that's a US thing. It's that wall to the right of the stairs. Back here. The wall to the right of the stairs. The hell? It's a turtleman in here. Huh. Zoopity. Boopity. Yoopity. You drop anything? What's the point of that? It's just a room with a guy. That's it. Fighting Cowboy was how I got my fix of DS3 before it came out. Celebrity chef George Ramsay. I'm very familiar with him, too. I don't know why the hell. That's what, okay, so 2 illusory walls, but one has an enemy, one has just a soul. Okay, 3 illusory walls. Lightning arrow. Okay, that's gotta be it. Okay, I gotta pee like crazy. I will be back. Thank you for watching. And we're back. Welcome back. Okay, there's another illusory wall, though. I think it's closer to the elevator, I do believe. The elevator. Gotta be honest, I could pound down gin and tonics. Yeah, actually, what am I talking about? Gin and tonics was my go-to for the longest time, actually. I do love gin and tonics. But yeah, I just hate alcohol. I like interesting mixed drinks, but the sheer taste of alcohol is disgusting to me. However, G&T's, yeah, one of the ones I could palate and drink a lot during a crazy night out. You ever see the memes where the boyfriend tells the son to scoot over? It's my time on Xbox, something like that. I've seen stuff similar to that, yeah. Never that specifically. What's up, ass warp? Welcome in. Another wall. Yep. An ember. And then one of these guys does not have a sword. Has to be. This guy. Hi-ya! Illusory wall, reveal thyself. There it is. Okay, what's the deal with this? Filianor's Spear Ornament, which is a covenant item. And a ladder leading to where? Who is Lafayette, Leander, and Lawrence? They are Cynthia's chinchillas that I basically adopted into my house. Good boys. Antiquated plain garb, violet wrappings. Wait, what is this? Oh. Wait. No! Oh, God. I didn't mean to do that. Well, probably won't matter because we will probably have to do this multiple times. But, wait. Actually. Yeah, see ya. Saving that for later. Lightning Arrow was OP in PvP. Looks like your cat Jupiter. That's a cool cat name. Alcohol is lame. Yeah, I really have not missed it. I mean, I don't know. It's you know, I think I've just gotten older. You know, in the past I've used it as like definitely social easing. You know, what makes you better at socializing and things like that. But I think I've just gotten to the point where, you know, it's definitely a thing of like, why do you care what other people think of you? Who cares? And that frees you up a lot to just be yourself and have fun. So like we were at a barbecue yesterday and like everyone's getting drunk AF. Where am I going? Up here? Now I'm getting all turned around. That's an yeah, down there. Everyone's getting drunk AF and yeah, I didn't really miss it. Just feels good to socialize and have fun without the use of alcohol. I might return to it someday. Who knows? I'm not swearing off of it forever and ever, but I don't know. I'm just so much more healthy feeling without it, ultimately. Which feels a lot more worth to keep going down that path. Okay, so that leads to where... Yeah, that leads to what I thought this was leading to. Oh, this is nothing. Okay. I thought this was like an elevator. Okay. Here we freaking go. Boy, oh boy. Last time we did this pretty fast. And I'm in good spirits today, so maybe that'll happen again, but this boss is notorious. Absolutely notorious. What is this? Who's that? That's some NPC. Oh, that's probably Shira. Yeah. Probably Shira. Alright, let's catch up with the chat because then we're going to have to focus. Because this guy is crazy. Don't drink too much, but I'm a fan of Moscow Mules. Moscow Mules are good. There's a place nearby called the View House, which is a terrible... You've got terrible... very, aggressively average food. But they have a drink that is I think it's called a Crazy Mule, and it's basically like a Moscow Mule, but apple cider and cinnamon. It's amazing. I love that. But yeah, normal Moscow Mules are also really good. Don't think it's worth the cost. Look at little Midar Sleepy just wants to be your friend. I don't think so. I like certain drinks. Baby Guinness is delicious, but I don't like spending over 100 euros for one night out that I barely enjoy. I mean, I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed hanging out and drinking with friends in my last social phase. But I just don't really... Yeah, the cost-benefit analysis, whatever. It's just like, it's far worth it more for me to just be cleansed of it to especially aid in my fitness journey. People take it bad. Screw those people. I'm definitely not somebody that's going to engage with anybody telling me how to live my life at 31 years old. Like, I'm too old for that. In the past, I might have been like socially influenced to, you know, be like, oh, what? But now it's like, you don't like me not drinking? I don't know what to tell you. Go cry about it. Been told I'm boring for not drinking. That's very silly. It's yeah, anything that's like a personal choice like that, why anybody would offer derision for it is beyond me. Heavy smoker rather than drink just because hated hangovers but stopped everything including vaping. My mental has deteriorated healthy, trying to cope. Oh, I thought you were going to say your mental improved drastically. Well, to me, obviously, I don't know you personally, but I would say that definitely means you've got some areas to focus on and improve on. And it sounds like you were using those things to cope, but you probably know that. So, I'd say it's probably good you took that step. Just got to figure it out. They're boring if they need it to have fun. I think alcohol, when used correctly, is a fun augmenter. It can make things more fun. It can make things more social and stuff like that. I just, at this point in time, I'm just not somebody that really needs it for anything, and I'm finding it more interesting to not consume alcohol or any drug, really, except for caffeine, I guess. Yeah, because I don't know, just enjoy being natural at the moment. What's up, Green Day 4 Day? Welcome in. Mega lightweight. One drink will stick with me for the entire night. Tend to drink when I go out with friends just because it gets rid of my anxiety of being out in the comfort zone. Luckily, one drink and I'm all for a good time. Yeah, I definitely used it for that in the past, but I definitely have come a long ways, social anxiety-wise. Freaking pounds. I knew it. When I said euros, I was like, it's probably the other one. Yeah, it's one of those things that's in my brain now that will always mix them every single time without fail. I freaking knew it when I said it. I was like, it's probably the other one. Did improve for the most part, but yeah, now I got to figure it out slowly but surely. Good luck, GV. Wreck these mofos. We shall see. And we're back. Okay, so most people probably know this is Midar. This guy is notorious. I am probably going to die to him a bunch because I don't even know if we're going to have enough damage. Hopefully he's not invincible to frost because we've got free to scythe. It would be sick. But, yeah, Dark Eater Midar. Here we go. That's good damage, I guess. Okay. I don't remember what the hell this guy does at all. So, I do remember you want to go from his head to his tail? There's like something of going from his head to his tail. And then repeating that process. You can't can you cut his tail off? No, right? Jesus, I have a charge. What's he doing? Okay. Yeah, some trick about going from the head to the tail. So we hit him a bunch in the head. We try to go towards his tail. Then hit him in the tail. He does the tail whip. Okay, cannot run towards him when he does that. I'm going to get double hit by this garbage. Okay. That's fine. He's gonna shoot it below him, right? Okay, gotta watch out for the tail whip. Tail whip coming in. No tail whip. Okay, that's fine. Tail whip. Hit him in the head. I'm not even going to look at his health bar. What the hell is he doing? Oh my god, his health bar. Jesus Christ. Oh, that? Wow. So is that a direct... That fire attack is like a direct thing that Elden Ring dragons do. He does the laser and the follow-up. That's ridiculous that hit me. Oh, just missed me. How is this crap hitting me? Get the hell out of here. Ridiculous. Yeah, some of this stuff hitting me is ludicrous. Could use a divine blessing here, but there's no point. This is a learning process. Get double hit here, I think, and die. Yep. Okay. He covers a lot more ground than I remembered. Yeah, my neck gets tight. I get anxious when we get close to beating him. Which is not a feeling that I feel too often playing these games anymore. It's kind of nice. I hate this move because he just like, he's in it for forever. You can't really do anything. Oh my god, come on, dude. The lengths I have to go to dodge that crap, are you serious? Doing this again, seriously. Ah, I knew it. The moment I saw him do that. It's like it's the charge. Oh god. Oh my god. Please! Oh. Oh. Wow, that was lucky. Phew. Keeps doing these attacks where he never stops moving, so I can't do anything to him. It's so annoying. Spamming the crap that I can't punish now. Ugh. Oh. Staggers? Oh. Is he dead? I swear to God, he's at 1 HP. Woo! Woo! Tell you what, after playing a lot of Souls, man, there's not too many opportunities that make you feel the way that you did when you first played these games, but that was one. That's, you know, given how big his HP bar is, that's just like, you get so tense because, you know, you gotta keep fighting for such a long time. that it takes a long time to whittle them down. It's crazy. Spears of the Church, Soul of Dark Eater, Midar, 150,000 souls. So yeah, that's a fun one. I like that type of fight because you really have to learn it. You really got to learn that fight. And basically, yeah, this would be a really fun one to make like a boss guide for had I made guides when this came out. But like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking to make guides for Elden Ring, because you really get to know every move. So let's discuss the moves to help future people that watch this episode of the 100%. So yeah, basically he'll, yeah, the worst thing is the charge, because he has like barely a tell for that. I guess his head lowers, you just got to be ready for it, which is awful because he'll usually do it when you're too far away from him. So you definitely want to stick close to him, because if you're too far away, he'll follow it up with the charge and then he'll like one-shot you. But yeah, his claw attacks are pretty standard. You know, I think when you play a lot of Souls, you really get used to you seeing the claw come in, you dodge backwards. The only one that really sucks is he does a claw and then immediately follows that up with another claw. And that's the hard one. All the other ones are pretty standard. You're just like running back, rolling when you need to. But yeah, one move he does, he'll claw, and then he'll immediately claw like right after. You gotta be ready for that. The breath attack's pretty easy because if it's the straight line one, obviously just like keep moving to the left. And if it's the straight line one that does not move, then obviously just get out of it. But if it is he'll do like the head, he'll do like a straight and then he'll move his head. So then like you just move to the left, and then when he comes in, you want to like roll to the right and roll through it. When he goes up in the sky, he'll like breathe fire. You want to hang as much left as you can and then roll at the last second to roll out of it. The first laser is not hard, just like roll the first laser, and then the second one he'll pinpoint where you are horizontally, and you want to like kind of trick him by moving forward but then rolling back, because the laser go whoop and then it'll explode and you won't get hit. What else? When he roars and it does the visual effect, that's really good because that's a free attack. Because he'll like roar and then he'll do a big chomp, and you just roll backwards and then charge up an R2 on his head. Pretty easy. He'll do a double bite, which is kind of like the claw attacks. You just want to roll the double bites and always be kind of moving towards his tail. And then, yeah, phase 2, not much harder, honestly. Phase 2, a lot of the same stuff. He just gets he makes the souls come out or whatever. So you kind of want to just like stick to a point, because then the souls are going to go to that point. And then you want to like sprint to the left or right. And, no, I'm good. Thank you though. You just want to sprint to the left or right and just like run out the souls. He'll also do an AoE, which obviously you just don't want to be near him. Big dark explosion. But otherwise, you just, yeah, whittle him down every time you can get a hit in, basically. And then just, yeah, prepare for the long haul, because this is one where you're just going to have to learn it slowly but surely. But it's a satisfying one. It's a good one to learn. Feels good. So yeah, that's considered probably the hardest boss in this game. I would probably say so. I don't know. Once you get, like, good at Souls, you know, you kind of get the feel for how to, like, learn something. Because I'm thinking, like, the Nameless King, I'd probably say Midar. Midar's the hardest, probably just because of how much health he's got. And he can, like, one-shot you with certain stuff. You know. So it's kind of like, again, it's just a war of attrition, basically. But totally doable. Oh my god, that reminds me. I beat Radon this morning in my Elden Ring playthrough. I was kind of saving him for like a long time, trying to do everything else, because I knew, like, you know, my first time when the game released, like, being Radon one-on-one was horrible. Or, it was great, but it was, like, really tough. Dude, they nerfed him to the ground. He was so easy, it's not even funny compared to, like, my first playthrough. Oh my god, my first playthrough took so much time to beat him without summoning or ashes. But, yeah, they nerfed him into the ground. He was easy. I killed him basically before he even went into the meteor phase. I was like, damn, what'd they do to my boy? Bum, bum, Okay, goes up by 3, goes up by 4, so it's still good.
Farewell, Ashen.
Goodbye. Alright, well, we're pretty much almost done. Yeah, this probably will be the finale for this 100% series, which obviously has been a long time coming, but Yeah, that was the biggest one. That was pretty much the biggest worry. But, yeah, pretty much at the end of the DLC now. So, I'm going to take a bathroom break, and I will be back. Thank you for watching. Okay, 1, 2, 3, eggs! And we're back. Okay, now we are in the end game now. It's kind of sucks because, yeah, I don't know why. This is a weird playthrough. It's like we did so much, the majority of everything, and then I just stopped for whatever reason. So, you know, obviously I wish the playthrough was more present to me. But, yeah, we're in the end game. Only got a few things left. One of them is to go back to where Lap was, what is the easiest way to do that? Ring City Streets. You climb the ladder and fall down, right? It's probably the best way. A lot of returning to people and things to get their little armor sets and whatever. And I think we'll make this the finale. You know, I'll go clean up if I missed any, like, little, you know, Titanite shard or whatever. Doesn't really matter, but yeah, it's a little tricky because obviously, well, first of all, there's like a big checklist that you can follow where, you know, for every single item. And at some point, because I reset my cookies or whatever, that checklist got, like, reset. So it's like, I'm hoping we did every single thing, but there's no way for me to know without going back and watching the entire series. So yeah, I think we did everything, except for maybe, like, the trades with the Snuggly the Crow and the Covenant stuff, which is, I guess, you know, you have to draw the line. It's like, okay, what makes the 100%? Are we getting every single item? Well, I think every single item we can, but you obviously can't get every single thing depending on choices and whatever. Anyways, all that to say, this will be the finale, I do believe. And, yeah, I hope it was a good series. I don't remember it at all. Like, I don't remember the journey whatsoever, because we took such a long break before returning. Okay, it said return to Lap, but Lap's got nothing. So I wonder why it said that, or is Lap at the... Is Lap at the... Do they mean Lap at, like, the start? Bonfire last... Okay, wait. No, we also need to return to Shira, because Shira wanted us to kill Midar, and kill Midar we did. Which luckily was pretty smooth. You know, I'm fine with that many tries. I love learning a boss and feeling like I got it down. And that happened with Midar. Because I kind of forgot everything that he did. Whoop! I hate that they put Shira here, man, because, like, all these dudes are here. It's like, how are you supposed to listen to this without getting interrupted?
My most happiest thanks to please.
Okay, she gives you a Titanite slab.
As the fire wanes.
Yeah. Yeah, what a weird spot to put a NPC with multiple lines of dialogue. I don't want to lose my ember. I would like to keep my ember. Okay, these guys are going to keep getting aggroed. Jesus. Oh, my God. Yeah, I honestly cannot believe they put an NPC here. It's such an odd choice to me. Especially because they just keep spawning, they do not stop.
My humblest now, as the fire...
Okay, she said the same thing. Alright, goodbye. So you get a Titanite slab from her for killing Midar. And then let's go back quickly. Yeah, 3 bosses left with the final boss of the game. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, Lap didn't have anything, which is weird. I wonder if we have to go... Let's travel back to the first one. Where was Lap? Earthen Peak Ruins, right? We'll see if he's here. Although it's patches. So I don't know. Once he's patches, maybe he just doesn't come back. Or something. Never mind. Siegbrow. All that for Siegbrow. Okay. Alright. So there's something there. Interesting. And then, where do we leave off? Dark Eater, Midar, Shared Grave. You go back here. Wait, I don't remember. Ringed Inner Wall, and then go back down the elevator, right? I think so. Oh god, we're online, I just realized. The next boss deals with whether or not you are online or offline. So that'll be interesting. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, then we go back down this elevator. Bum 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 ba-da-doo. Bum 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 ba-da-da bum ba-da-doo ba-da-da. Okay, and then yes, the pedals. Good. All right, we're gonna reset this elevator. And then this guy's got a crazy weapon that I believe he 100% drops. So let's go, big boy. You and me. Let's do this thing. But the question is, do you have it in you to make it epic? Whoop! I cannot believe that didn't hit me. So funny, like, you kinda had to get to the DLC to get these crazy moves. And now, like, everything in Elden Ring has this crazy moveset stuff. Some of them in DS3 base has it. Fair and Greatsword stuff. Yeah, this weapon. Ringed Knight paired Greatswords. Would definitely love to do a build with that, but yeah, it's unfortunately one of those that you kind of have to do New Game Plus because you get it so late. And there's not really a way to rush it either. Like the Bloodborne weapons where you can kind of rush the DLC. Get some early DLC weapons. Vasis. Pray to the Divine Spear Monument. Offer Filionor's Spear Ornament. So yeah, if you didn't know, in Dark Souls 3 there's covenants, where basically you get items that you give to the Covenant, and then it ranks you up in the Covenant, and then you get rewards. So this is a DLC one, where you get DLC Covenant rewards by offering spear fragments. Which we do have one from the environment. Ritual Spear Fragment. That's... yeah, so this whole thing is very notorious. Hopefully this is not a boss that walls me, because this type of wall will be very annoying. Very, very, very annoying. Twinkling Titanite. What's up, DF Squiddy? Welcome in. I'm doing quite well. Doing quite well, in fact. Batata, ba, batata, ba pa 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 pa, ba pa pa, ba ba ba.
Unknown visitor, return from whence thou camest. The abyss runneth deep, by the king's decree. None may disturb our mistress's slumber.
Have a good lurk. No, I don't think I will. I think I will enter. Ba ba ba, zopatu za batota zopata ba. Okay, really weird boss fight coming up here. Really weird.
Foolishness. The king's decree is no trifling matter. I, Judicator Argo, shall deliver thee justice. Hearken to the call that summons thee. Make haste. Spear of the Church.
Is it the dude? Oh, we like summoned a guy. The hell? Okay. It's Half-Light, Spear of the Church. It's Jesus. Oh wow, we're dealing tons of damage to him. Did he just heal himself somehow? Oh my god. Oh, and they heal him. I forgot about this crap. Alright, buddy. You gotta go. Okay, let's go, Mr. Half-Light. Ooh, come on. Titanite slab, Philionor spear ornament, and how many souls? How many souls? You gotta give me souls as part of the rules. 80,000. Yeah, so weird ass boss here. I think a lot of people think it's a reference to the Yellow Monk. Is that what he's called? In Demon's Souls. There's a boss that you can be summoned as yeah, it's so weird. Basically, if you're like offline, there's just like a guy, an NPC that you fight, the Yellow Monk or something like that. But yeah, you can be summoned to be the guy and like fight someone else in their world, which I have no idea. Like, how often was that back in the day? Because Demon's Souls wasn't that famous. Dark Souls was kind of the game that made it, you know, the whole thing famous. But anyways, a lot of people think this is a reference to that because yeah, you got the big guy that summons like the Painting Guardians. But then he summons Half-Light Spear of the Church, who's basically just an NPC, as you saw, with a lot of different tools. But you can also be summoned to be Half-Light and basically fight for whatever, Philionor or who, you know, whatever the heck. So yeah, you can also be summoned. So that could have been a real person with their real build. And then you could use like the different items to like do little spears on the ground and stuff. You get like some tools, you get like some healing and stuff. Very weird boss. But yeah, a lot of people can get stuck there obviously because, you know, if you keep getting a real player that is really good, there's people that obviously devote their lives to doing this. You know, it could be awful, basically. What up?
Welcome host. Very authentic. Farewell, Ashen Mummy.
Goodbye. Goodbye. All right. Well, that just leaves the final boss of the DLC and the final boss of the game, which should be easy because we have all the DLC experience added on to the end of the game. Which, yeah, but famous last words. And this final boss is Le Epic. Boo-doo-doo. My cat is currently passed out. Me and it's cute, guys. I'll post. Please do. Quite a talkative boss. He wasn't even the boss. He was just the... He summons the boss. Half-Light Spear of the Church. But yeah, he wasn't even the boss. Just some random dude that's very large for some reason. The Old Monk, yes. Which I think was a reference to the King in Yellow, which we were talking a lot about True Detective Season 1, which is directly inspired by The King in Yellow, a book by some guy that made like cosmic horror, and then Lovecraft took... I forget who was influenced by who. I think, anyways, Yellow King is like a cosmic horror thing. I think the Old Monk is like a reference to that, maybe? It's like a king in yellow. I don't know. Anyways, got a lady with an egg. Touch the embraced shell. I touch your egg. Oh, she's got the melena thing on her eye. It's kind of weird. Yeah, the final boss, you know, I think Midar is more... Because Midar is optional. I think Midar is more difficult than the final boss of this DLC. Because he just doesn't have nearly as much HP, basically, as Midar does. But it is an epic boss. All the same. So yeah, lore-wise... Okay, Ann. This ain't gonna work. You gotta go down. I love you too, but you're moving the mouse, and it's moving the camera. Yeah, lore-wise, I feel like people have explained this to me, but I always forget. Basically, I don't know. The Ring City DLC is like the end of worlds or something at the end of the world, and then... This is Filianor, and she's got an egg. You touch the egg, and then it makes it like the true end of the world or something. I don't even know, what's happening. And Yen is biting the carpet. Yen! Why must you destroy our carpets? Anyways, this is like the end of Dark Souls. Pretty much. Can we possibly level up for this? Nope, we ain't got no souls. Except for the boss souls. Alright. Okay, let's rest here once more. Oh, we didn't even light the spawn fire. There he is. There's the final boss.
Oh, Filianor. Help me, please. The Red Hood is come to eat us, to eat our dark souls.
He said the thing. Okay, well, good luck with that, bud. Now, where have we seen a Red Hood before? Sometime long ago. Long ago.
here. Hand it over, that thing, your dark soul, for my lady's painting.
Oh, it's the same Artorias thing. Forgot about that. Alright, we got Slave Knight Gael, who I do not remember what he does. Remember things. But it's going to be a learning experience. Okay, big slam, that's easy. Ooh, delayed. But not like Elden Ring, where everything is crazy delayed. What was that magic noise? Jesus. Charged R2. Got the freeze. 4 and 5. Charged R2. Ooh, that was lucky.
Is this the blood? The blood of the dark soul.
Yeah, I think it is. Slave Knight Gael. Here we go. Good fight. Yeah. What's up, Venom? Welcome back. Yeah, zabada baby, do. Miade do biaze babaze biaze baderu. Okay. Yeah, why do I feel like everybody's resistant to frost? Frost was a bad choice. Milk was a bad choice. Good first try. Ba 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 boo, zappa da boo, bia bia za boo ba do, bia 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 bia. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Slave Knight Gael. Yeah, not nearly as difficult as some of the other bosses. Mainly just a 1v1. The only tricky thing is really he's got that delayed attack. He attacks and then it, delays with his cape. That's pretty much the only thing you got to get a hang of. Otherwise, it's like a easier version of the Orphan of Cause, I feel like, ultimately. Orphan of Cause is like a more difficult version of that. With a lot more tools for Bloodborne. But that is that. Now, if we go back to, I think here. Yeah, you get like the Dark Soul, right? I believe. GG. Skulls and Gael's smoke is pretty sick. Yeah, I love visually the fight. It's not the most challenging fight, but it's definitely visually quite nice. Ba 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 bia 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 bia. Do we get the Dark Soul? That's the Dark Sigil. Soul of Slave Knight Gael. Don't we get the Dark Soul? Is that an item somewhere? Yeah, anyways, if you come back to the end of the first DLC, because Slave Knight Gael is like trying to give the painting girl the Dark Soul or something like that. So if you come back to the painting girl in the first DLC, you can give her the thing. Give blood of the Dark Soul.
Ashen One. And Uncle gave pigment.
Yeah, she wants like the pigment of the... She wants the pigment of man, you know, the Dark Soul. The blood of the Dark Soul. Where is that? Blood of the Dark Soul. Oh, there it is. Pigment to depict a painted world. Blood of the Dark Soul that seeped from the hole within Slave Knight Gael, used as pigment by his lady Ariandel to depict a painted world. When Gael came upon the Pygmy Lords, he discovered that their blood had long ago dried, and so consumed the Dark Soul. Give blood of the Dark Soul. Sure.
My thanks, Ashen One. With this will I paint a world. Please tell me thy name. I would name this painting after thee.
Share your name.
My thanks. I will paint a world of that name.
A world.
It will be a cold, dark, and very gentle place. And one day, it will make someone a goodly home. I wonder when, I hope then. My thanks I will of a cold one day. My thanks I will.
Yeah, and people have said that it looks like she's painting Yharnam or something from Bloodborne, which, first of all, I don't think that can happen just because Sony owns the rights to Bloodborne, whereas FromSoft owns the rights to the Soul stuff. Although Patches is in Bloodborne, as Patches the Spider. So I don't know. But yeah, people will say that it looks like she's painting Yharnam, but that doesn't make much sense to me. That just sounds like fan reaching, ultimately. I don't see it either. Maybe the painting changes to look closer like it, but I've seen like what the painting's supposed to look like. If, or whatever, yeah, it doesn't really. It vaguely resembles like towers or something, but I don't agree with that, personally.
Welcome, husband.
What up?
Then
Intelligence, yes.
farewell, Ashen.
Alright, so now we're going to take a break, because I want to make absolutely sure we do everything. I think we're supposed to get an invasion somewhere, and then literally beat the game, and that is it. There's one thing that I know. If you go way back to the start of the last DLC, I think the Dreg Heap? It's like an old lady with an item or something. What's up, Embered Knight? What's up, JDD1145? Yeah, pretty epic fight, but Not particularly difficult. Just a lot of rolling. Like I said, the only thing that makes Gael tough is he attacks. So that there's a. Wait, what? These things still alive? Okay, so you come back here and there's this old woman's ashes. That thing should be dead, shouldn't it? It's kind of weird. Yeah, you come back there. There's the old woman's ashes. And then if you travel back to Firelink Shrine, you can give the ashes to the old handmaiden. And she sells whatever. Yeah, these are basically the ball bearings like in Elden Ring. So if you come over here. Give Umbral ash. Give old woman's ashes.
Well, it's as a techno, as by now there is little.
And then she sells whatever she sells down by the seashore. Let's buy these embers. Let's buy this divine blessing. This divine blessing. And then, what does she sell that's new? Ba, 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 ba. I don't know what that old lady's ashes gives you. Wood grain ring. Something.
Ashen one.
But yeah, we'll be back in a sec. Just gotta make sure everything is complete. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Go back to where Lap was. Go to Shira. Defeat Half-Light. Fight Shira. Shira's supposed to... And then go back to the door again. Go back to the start of the DLC. Interact with the corpse. Defeat Gael. Bring Blood of the Dark Soul to Painter. And beat the game. So we just have to... fight Shira. And then go back to Shira's door. Which I don't know where she's supposed to spawn. Where is Shira supposed to spawn? You can summon unbreakable patches. Okay, defeat Half-Light. After entering Filianor's Rest, walk through the broken window and stick to the right to get to a church-like structure. Shira, Knight of Filianor, will appear, and upon defeating her, will drop that. What? After entering Filianor's Rest, walk through the broken window and stick to the right. From where you started, stick to the left. And then go back to Shira. Oh, the split leaf greatsword is what the old woman's ashes gives you. Okay. Okay. So that's stuff. And then... What about beating the game? I forget what you have to do. Being teleported. If you have 8 dark sigils, you can summon that for the final fight. If they survive, you'll be able to pick up... What the hell? Defeat that ending guide. Yeah. Interact with the... You'll see the... Oh, okay. So we just literally beat it, and that's it. Alright, so got to remember Uria summon, and got to remember Filianor's Rest right, then left, and that's it. Okay, I'm going to just go take a bathroom break. I'll be back. Thank you very much. 1, 2, 3, exit. And we're back. Okay, so there's like 3 things that we did not do. The Church of Filianor. Yeah, hopefully... This is weird, because we touched the egg, and I'm hoping that this doesn't ruin this, basically. Oh my god. I'm hoping that this doesn't ruin this, because there's 2 things we missed at Filianor's Rest. And then the only other thing is for the final fight, you can summon Uria of Londor, which I totally forget. Like, if you beat if they survive, it's one of those weird Dark Souls 3 things where, like, it's like that pyromancer guy where if you have them, if you summon them and they survive, you get, like, their set or whatever. We're not going to do that simply because I don't want the final fight to be, like, you know, we're summoning, because I don't like summoning. Although I think we did that with the, wait, what? There's supposed to be a window you can leave through. Yeah, I don't want the final fight to be, like, a summoned fight, because I really do not like summoning. I think we did that with the pyromancer guy, but we will not do it here. Especially because it's one of those things where, like, depending on which ending you choose, you know, you might not even be able to do it. So, yeah, you can summon Yuria for the final fight, but we're not going to do it. You do get, like, Dark Drift, her weapon, and her set if she survives. And then also, yeah, there's just one more thing. I think here, hopefully we can get it. I'm not sure if we can or not after touching the egg. But outside of that, I think the only things that we did not do in this DLC, or I think the only things that we did not do in this playthrough is we did not... Wait, so you're supposed to go this way and then you get invaded? What? Yeah, the other thing we didn't do is the Covenant stuff, like maxing out all the Covenants, which you can grind without doing online stuff. You can, like, kill a certain enemy type and they'll drop, you know, a million, they'll drop the Covenant items and you can use that to rank up. We didn't do that, and I don't think we traded everything to Snuggly the Crow. And that's it. Outside of that, to my knowledge, we did every other thing. Okay, are you in here? Or do we get invaded here?
I've searched for thee, dark-stricken creature. I am Shira, daughter of the Duke, descendant of gods, and trusted friend to Midar. At once, I am the honor of the gods, the glory of fire, and the fear of the dark. Thou shalt not go unpunished for thy treachery, thy profanity, and thy shameless yearning.
What? Didn't she, like, tell us to kill Midar? I'm confused. Is she like a... Is she a imposter? Oh, come on. One hit. Always one freaking hit. Yeah, she, like, told us to kill Midar, so I guess... There's a lot of imposters in Souls games, so I guess... The original Shira was a fake. And then this one's mad. But it's weird, because the first one told us not to kill Filianor as well. So I'm kind of confused. But maybe somebody knows the lore on that one. Did you, like, buff your weapon, or did you switch weapons? The heck? Oh, you out of Estus? What the heck weapon is she using? She's got, like, some crazy gargoyle head thing or something. Alright, let's go. You're not going to live past the R1 spam. It's the oh, what is that weapon? What the hell? It's always scary when you don't know what something does. Alright, are you really one hit again? Seriously? Look, it's not going to happen, okay? I said it's not going to happen. Thanks for playing.
Nor would I ever forgive thy lowly kind.
Yeah, well. Crucifix of the Mad King. Oh, she drops the weapon. What the hell is that thing? I don't remember this at all. Crucifix of the Mad King. Where you at? Crucifix of the Mad King. A cross spear hung with a malformed corpse. Once a Mad King was born to the pygmy royalty, and Shira, Knight of Filianor, put him to rest. But Shira's cross spear, unable to kill the undying king, only pinned itself to him. Shira delivered them together to a dark room where she stayed and held them close. Skill Mad King's Folly. Slam malformed corpse into the ground to briefly awaken it, then fillet with strong attack to trigger a roar, a blessing, or a vexation. What the hell? Interesting. Okay, so there's that there, and then there's also a ring knight to, like, the left over here, I think. Which is very weird. Do you have to do this stuff after Gael? Because, like, you do the egg and then you come... No, I guess you can do the stuff before Gael. I just feel like, yeah, most people are probably going to miss this since it's in such a large boss arena. Okay, so where is Mr. Ringed Knight? It said to the left somewhere, I think. Yaha! What's he doing? He's just roaming out there. Yeah, what's up, War Crime Wombat? That's a sick name you got. War Crime Wombat. Hello. I'm here to kill you. What's he doing? Okay. Titanite slab and a Titanite chunk. Yeah, so this guy gives you another Titanite slab. You get a whole bunch of those in this DLC. Okay, then we just got to go back to Shira's door and beat the game. And that is it. What's closest? The Ring City streets? Yeah, probably. We got all those ogres. But yeah, you know, I hope you enjoyed watching this series. For anybody that's caught up all the way, I mean, typically in the past, I've obviously done a series from start to finish without taking such huge breaks. So obviously, very weird pacing for this one, but obviously wanted to finish it, and we will be finishing it in a moment. Unless I get walled by the final boss, which I don't expect to happen. The final boss, you know, if you're going back to beat it after the DLCs, I feel like it's going to be a lot easier. But yeah, hope you enjoyed overall. I love Dark Souls 3. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Fantastic game. And I hope I did it justice, you know. Okay, Shira's set there. And then that is the DLC officially done. I think we did pretty much every single thing. I'll have to go back and check and see if like I missed like a Titanite shard or whatever, but ultimately that stuff doesn't really matter. Everything of substance is done for this DLC and the first DLC and for the base game, except for Snuggly the Crow and the Covenant stuff, I think. I think that's the only thing we missed. So now, to the final boss. And if you don't remember, the base game, basically, you go around killing all the Souls of Cinder or whatever the heck. Oh, we didn't even put them down, did we? Oh, and we didn't even get... Okay, there's one other thing, too, I think. So, yeah, you go around killing all the big boy bosses. And then... So we got Yorm the Giant of the Profaned Capital, which you use Storm Ruler against, which is a reference to... Demon Souls, where you Storm Ruler against the giant manta ray boss. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then you got Watchers of the Abyss, of course. Oh, we put that there? Huh. Yeah, you got the Abyss Watchers. Big wall for a lot of people when they first play this game. Early game boss. Bum, bum, bum. Then we got ya boy, Holy King Lothric, last hope of his line, the Twin Princes. Wait, what? Do I like not have... Oh, okay. Yeah. And then you got Ludlith the Exiled. Looks like we put them all because she's walking towards the middle. Yeah, this guy who's just like a dude or whatever. And I think we have to... do this and then come back for a certain item too. Saint Aldrich of the Deep there as well. Then we talk to your girl.
The 5 lords sit their 5 thrones. All thanks to thee, most worthy of lords. Ashen One, with the lords as thy witness, bend thy knee afore the bonfire's coiled sword, and let the lords' embers acknowledge thee as their true heir, a true lord, fit to link the fire. Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
I will do exactly as you ask, my lady. Kneel!
Noble lords of Cinder, the fire fades. And the lords go without thrones. Surrender your fires to the true heir. Let him grant death to the old gods of Lordran, deliverers of the first flame.
Lordran mentioned. Kiln of the First Flame, which we see at the end of Dark Souls 1. And then I think we should head back real quick. I guess we could head back once we... There's like 2 bonfires here, I do believe. Yorm the Giant of the Profaned Capital. So yeah, I wish I knew what the hell was going on in the story. If anybody wants to put a giant explanation at the end, feel free. Yeah, we're in some sort of Firelink Shrine. Probably at the end of the world again, or something like that. And we must go. I have a tattoo of that on me body, as I mentioned last episode. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, it is at the end of... Yeah, it looks exactly like the Dreg Heap. Interesting. Kiln of the First Flame. Travel to the Dreg Heap? Oh, weird. They must have added this for the DLC. That's interesting. But we light this bonfire. And there's one last thing to do. Because as you saw, Ludlith, I think is his name, the one guy that's still alive. That is a lord. He dies and then he leaves. The skull ring, unless you already bought it, I think. Nope, there's an item up there. Let's go find it. Is it on your balls? Is it what on my balls? What? Boop. Begin transposition? No. Yeah, you get the skull ring from him. So that is everything. And now we have the final boss. Which is pretty sick. I feel like a lot of people crap on this boss for some reason. I don't really understand why. He's, pretty good final boss, in my opinion. I mean, not the most standout of all the Soulsborne games, but I like this boss. I don't know. I feel like he's a good finale to Souls. Although Gael is kind of the true final boss, you know. But let's see if we can one-shot him. Here we go. Hopefully something's weak to frost. If anything, it would be this guy. It is the Soul of Cinder. Ooh. Don't think you want to get hit by that. It's like a huge combo. Yeah, I love that. Oh my god. Oh. Forgot he could even do that. Oh no. Oh my god. Yeah, this curved sword for him, my god. Okay. Time to play this perfectly. Oh. Oof. So yeah, basically, this is the Soul of Cinder, and yeah, his first form is weird because he's got like a spear form, a curved sword form, a staff form. And I think that's it. But basically, he'll just do all these different moves and abilities and spells you can do throughout the Souls game, which I think is an awesome idea. And then once you get him down, he turns into basically Gwyn, the first boss, the first final boss of Dark Souls 1. Which, yeah, he's not too difficult, but I just have to de-rust a little bit. Ow. Oh, he's got a sword form too, right? Yeah, he's using the coiled sword. Sword form, spear form, curved sword form, and staff form. A lot of things to keep track of, obviously. But I think the curved sword form is definitely the most challenging. Ouch. And he's got that dark wood grain ring flip effect from Dark Souls 1, which is like my favorite ring in that game. Oh, poison mist. Nice. Forgot he could do that. I don't even know how you're supposed to, like, dodge that triple flip. Okay. Wow, the grab spam. What the hell? Just jittered there for a second. That was super annoying. All right, here we go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Dark Souls 3. Finally, it's been a long road. It's been a long, long road. Once again, I do apologize for the huge delay between like the last few episodes or whatever, but at the same time, I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Yeah, it's pretty much 100% of the significant content. Obviously, not every single item and everything, because it just depends on your choices and stuff, what you can and cannot get. But, yeah, I do believe we get, like, the fourth kind of true ending because we have done all of the other stuff. We should have 8 dark sigils. Yeah. You need, like, 8 dark sigils to get the true full ending. So this should trigger the big boy ending. Link the first flame. Yeah.
Gracious Lord, make Londor whole.
Yeah, that's Dark Souls 3, as I said. Masterpiece, in my opinion. I'm gonna skip this simply. Oh, there we go. Yeah, just because the music tends to be super loud. That is Dark Souls 3, 100%. Yeah, I mean, masterpiece in my opinion. I feel like it's almost a cool thing now to think like Dark Souls 3 is not as good as it is, which is bizarre to me because I remember when it released. I mean, it was a big deal, obviously, and an amazing game. Got a tattoo on it. I love this game. Yeah, it's pretty much tied for, I think, like my third top 5 games of all time. It's tied for number 3 with like Dark Souls 1, or maybe, yeah, probably 3. So obviously I love it, and I hope that love came through this playthrough for you, the viewer. And yeah, give it a shot. Obviously there's a million builds and spells and all sorts of things to do. Really good DLCs as well. And yeah, this is like right before the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC releases. So we'll be moving to that in about 4 days or so. So that'll be fun too if you want to watch. Well, it'll be long done probably by the time that this goes up on YouTube. But anyways, hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Yeah, and I'll see you in whatever I do next. Bye.